Hey everyone, welcome. Welcome to Meatless Monday, which is should be really we say meatless because I think that draws everyone's attention in. However, I'd rather focus on what we do have, which is delicious plant-based food Monday. But we'll go with meatless because it sounds cool and it's got the M&M and I'm all about the is that alliteration when you say two things with the same letter? I think so. The English teacher's coming out. Hello, J and J. Thank you for all your help. We had like lots of technical difficulties, but Dawn figured it out and got us up and running. Hey, Becca. Thank you for coming. I'm going to convert her to a meatless eater. Just kidding. I know you're just here to support the channel, and I appreciate it. But you never know. You might end up being like, "Wow, you know what, JJ? You're right. I am meatless every Monday now." So I always put like the like what we are going to talk about, but then it always goes on a like completely different sometimes tangent and we just end up talking about a bunch of stuff, but I always start out the stream with telling my story.
Is that Becca
I
Becca?
um no, this is Rebecca from work.
Oh, okay.
Rebecca's.
Hi, Rebecca. I didn't
Hey
realize I was
Jessica,
on mute.
Jesse. I was wondering. I was like, well, she's not talking. She must be getting something set up, like trying to make those veggie pictures come in clearer. um, so, hey, what's going on? Jesse said hi, JJ and Dawn.
Hi, Jesse.
So, Jesse and Becca are related, right? Family, but we're all family at work. They're real family. Um, okay, so what was I talking about? Okay, so we've got
Don't forget
the message.
to smash the like button too
Oh
and hit
yeah, let's
subscribe
like it.
if you're not already subscribed.
Ooh, please subscribe. I like subscribers. I'm almost to 50. One day I'm going to be on here and be like, I'm at 50,000. You guys remember when I was at 50 subscribers? 50 million. Let's go for let's set what do you call it? Let's set the bar high. Thank
Let's
you. I
do it.
appreciate that. But the actual thing is environmentalists versus vegans, are they the same? Because a lot of people like the reason and I'll just plug tomorrow's show real quick. Dawn does Takeover Tuesdays where she talks about like reality TV and stuff. Well, and the midday therapy session, but um there's a guy on there who claims to be this like environmentalist on what is that, Married at First Sight? It's Married at First Sight that he's on. Mitch,
Hmm.
and I can't remember the girl's name. But he
Tristan.
Yeah, Mitch and Kristen. So he like won't even let her get a coffee from Starbucks, or she can't use like a plastic bag at the store. She has to carry the stuff in her hands. Like he's literally like so environment. He didn't even want her flipping houses because he said that had to do something with socialism and things like that. Hey Jen, thanks for coming. I'm so happy to see everybody here, and I didn't think anybody was going to show up because we got the wrong link out at first, and then I had to post a new link, and then hey, Brooke, little
Hey,
sis is
bruh.
here, the famous coffin lady. I told everyone at work your story. Brooke connected the family with the deceased lady's belongings in the casket just on Halloween or recently leading up to Halloween. Creepiest Halloween story ever. You heard it here first. Oh, actually, I think maybe Inside Edition got it first. But um so the guy on there is so like against like plastic straws. He won't even let her like, the lady, he's like, "Okay, well, you shouldn't, even wear more than one piece of clothing that's plastic on it or whatever. But anyway, then he turns around and he's eating chicken wings. And like I think people don't make the connection that the if you're going to be an environmentalist, like the biggest thing that goes against the environment is the factory farming and things like that, which I'm fine if that's the way you choose to eat. As you guys know, I never tell anybody what to do. I only tell like my own personal, beliefs and like what I eat and why I eat that way, which I don't even think I told that story yet, but in case anybody's new, I went plant-based like 4 years ago just for like, I want to see if I can do it for like 2 days or 3 days, I think it was at first. Then I did it for a week and then I did it for a month. And then I started feeling like really, really good. I had no more back pain. My seasonal allergies never came on that year. I lost like 50 pounds in like 6 months. I've got like all this energy and I'm like basically feeling like I'm like 20 years old and a lot of like health things run in my family like high blood pressure and things like that, and I was starting to, you know, seep into that range where the dentist told me I had high blood pressure and things, so they couldn't give me Novocaine. So I kind of just wanted to get on a healthier, diet. And then I found out all this other stuff about it, like how the animals are being abused and how it like affects the environment. Like we use so much food to feed the animals that then in turn feed us. That amount of food could feed the world, and it's a whole like I need to get more knowledgeable about the environmental portion of it. I wish OC Green was here, ladies group I'm on. She's really knowledgeable. She could come on. Maybe we'll have her on one time and talk. But I guess the question, like for me, is if you're gonna go, one way and you're gonna make sure that, not if you're somebody who recycles. I get that. You know what I mean? But this guy is over the top environmentalist and not, and he's supporting eating meat, which doesn't, you know what I mean? It doesn't mesh together that
That
he's
that actually pissed me off because he was such a stickler for Kristen about using plasticware and all of that. And this guy goes nuts if he sees any type of plastics or anything like that. If it's not reusable, he doesn't use it. But yet you eat meat and you support animal agriculture.
yeah,
But
it
you're
doesn't.
like such an extreme environmentalist. It doesn't add up. I mean, you can be one or the other. I get it. But if you're that into
You might as well
saving the
go all the
environment,
way, dude, and just
right,
stop eating meat, right? Like it's like, oh, he only wants to do as much as he felt like was necessary. And it's like, oh wait, but I'm not giving up my food. Like, but she's got to get up her Starbucks coffee. That is
right.
not right. Oh wait, it's only because of the coffee. Oh, but thank you. I just wanted to give a shout out on here because Meatless Monday had already ended last week. Jen sent me and Dawn these like, well, Dawn's favorite creamer and
Jen's
like
awesome. Thank you,
my
Jen.
favorite
I'm still
coffee.
drinking it.
Now, my new favorite coffee, it is better than Starbucks. I never thought I'd say that. But it's called Stoke, I think. Is it Stoke? I look at it every day and or Stoked. I don't know, but it's good. I'll share a picture of it on the vegan knowledge page. Oh, Jessica said he sounds like a raging hypocrite.
He
Yes,
is.
he is. That drives me crazy. That's like I think if you're into one thing or another, or you don't believe in something or you do, that's fine with me. But I don't like when you say you believe in one thing and then do another. Those kind of things
Yeah, if you're gonna be
that'll
an
drive you crazy.
extremist, if you're gonna be an extremist, then go all the way with it. You know what I mean? That's
Yes.
the true definition of an extremist, which he claims to be, and it's like,
And then go all the
well,
way extreme.
right.
Like that's the thing that I think is important. There's so many different reasons why people might go plant based, and a lot of the people that I know from my group, a lot of the reason is for a health reason. But like because people are getting rid of their type 2 diabetes by going plant based, and I shared the video in our newsletter this week talking about why insulin resistance causes that, and then people have gotten rid of like different things, like I said, like allergies, asthma, even cancer. We had Rick McKeon on here. Mark Samuel got rid of his symptoms of MS. Like it's crazy that the pharmaceutical industry will sometimes try to like manage your symptoms because they want to like keep you coming back, so they're going to give you these drugs that have other side effects on them when you can find something natural that will, in a lot of cases just clear it out, just get rid of it, like prevention a lot of people don't think about. And if you're not feeling great or feeling at your best, why not go ahead and, you know, go for it, like feel, try it for a month. That's what I always tell people. Karen, I don't know if you're here, but she was talking about how bad her allergies are, and I'm like, you know what, if it worked for me when I got rid of dairy, why not give it a shot? I mean, what's the worst
Right.
that can happen? You get rid of dairy, you try all the products I said was good, and then you're like, I love it, or you're like, JJ, you are crazy, I'm never doing this again, and I still have allergies, and I'm willing to take the chance. Like, I don't even get paid for this. We are seeing your lovely eye in the screen. Is that your iPhone? Get it?
Your iPhone.
When Brooke, you'll probably remember this, when my little sister Lily was little, she took like 700 pictures with my phone right of her eye, and she was
I
trying to
remember
look into the
that.
phone, and I was like, "Oh, that's because it's an iPhone." Terrible pun.
Oh,
Ah, wah, wah,
remember
wah.
the banana and the apple phone that you did?
Yes. Oh, hi, Janetta. I didn't even see you pop in.
Shout out to
Um,
Janetta. What's up, honey?
Jen said, I'm on the journey to get rid of dairy. Stomach issues are not worth it. It really isn't. And that I've found that dairy is like the one that everybody gives up last, like because they're like, I'm gonna
That's
go
the one they should give up
vegetarian.
first.
Like you shouldn't even go vegetarian. If I mean, the meat is bad. I don't like the whole thing about, eating the flesh of an animal and all this good stuff now that I've gotten more deep into it. But really dairy is the true like silent but deadly type thing that's happening. It's messing up our stomachs even more than I think meat really.
I told Jen that
I swear.
I told Jen that like when I was eating pizza on a regular basis, I noticed the difference in the mucus that would be in my chest. Every now and then I'd wake up and I'd have this cough and there would be phlegm there. And ever since I've stopped eating pizza, it's completely gone. And that was the only thing that I was eating left that was dairy. I wasn't drinking any milk or anything like that. So you have really inspired me to stay on that path. So I appreciate that, honey.
Brooke said, God's green earth. My plant based diet is marijuana and soon all plant based. Well, that's a start. She's got some of the green.
Woo!
Brooke said, I love dairy replacements better. Like for me now, like when you first start something, you're obviously, like I was saying, gonna have a problem trying to figure out what's good and what's not, just like we all did with regular food. I mean, I've had Chinese food, I've had burgers from different places. I had fries the other night that I did not like. I know that's surprising because I love usually all fries. But like
Right.
if you get a product that you don't like, then that's why I made the dairy replacement one, because the biggest thing that you want to do is find something you like, just like regular brands. I never liked in regular cheese anything that wasn't like Kraft or one of the name brands. I'm like, ew, these some one of them tasted like a piece of plastic that I had, like that
Right.
off brand, I think it was Giant or somewhere's cheese. So like you have to find what you like, but I've kind of tested a lot of them, and I found that there are certain ones like now I'm thinking, why would I eat the milk from a cow and mess up my stomach, give myself allergies if I can find something just as good? And
Right.
sometimes it's good to just clear out and go like all whole food for a while, like that way you forget what it really tasted like, and then when you come back to it. But a lot of the stuff, Hellman's vegan mayo is good, it tastes to me just like it. Chow by Field Roast, their cheese. Oh my god, I have vegan cheesecake that was so good from Daya. Like I eat and we oh my goodness, we got on this plant-based Ben and Jerry's kick with ice cream every night. Like I feel like I gained 10
Fudge
pounds since I
brownie. I love
started
it.
with these Beyond Burgers. I had to pull myself off of it. Um Tonight I didn't even get any. I feel like I'm gonna like leave the house at like 11 o'clock. Like I gotta get this ice cream. Um, but dairy, the reason like to go into the dairy thing, and I'm gonna read the comments in 1 second. But the reason for like this is not even a joke. You know where I'm about to go.
Jen, oh my gosh, she brought up the Chinese food, the X
Oh my
video.
god, yes.
I just saw
I
that.
love your videos that you're doing, right? I'm gonna what is it that you say I'm gonna buy my
I
ex
don't want to get you
Chinese.
flagged for the
Oh,
language, but
okay,
I
we
said I'm
can't
gonna
cuss.
buy my ex some Chinese food and a nice big order of you know what.
Wait, you have an ex? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, from years and years ago.
But yeah, like basically I saw this picture and this will present it well to you. I saw this picture of a cow, right? And then there's a guy underneath the cow like sucking on the cow's boob. And it was like milk is not for humans. Like basically the whole concept of it though is you know how like if you're allergic to something mucus is built up like if you get something in your eye, the reason your eye starts watering is because that's your body's way of eliminating whatever that is and building, bringing that to the forefront and trying to get rid of it. So it builds up mucus when it has a response of, whoa, this doesn't belong here. That's why, you get like, kind of like if you have a seasonal allergy to like pollen or something, that's saying, "Ooh, I don't want that in here. That's getting in my, you know, into me. I don't want it." Or if like we are not cows, so we're like the only mammal that eats or drinks from another mammal's boob, basically.
Then why did my
So
mom used to call me a cow all the time?
she
Me and my
used to.
sister,
Your
she's
mom,
like, "You
remember, she used to be
cows."
like, "Did you cows work out today or something?" Didn't she?
I'm like,
I love
"Mom."
it. I loved her honesty. Um, it's like the whole concept is our bodies are reacting, and a lot of people think, "Oh, I'm lactose intolerant." Like, you know, that means I have a stomach issue or I have an upset stomach. But what they don't realize is that some of the issues for like adults and even in kids are all manifesting from dairy. Like I realized people said that when they stopped eating dairy, they cured their asthma. I mean, asthma, that's crazy. Like I guess mucus, it was all playing a part of it. They cured the eczema, like skin conditions. Like I don't think of when I used to think about somebody's lactose intolerant, my grandmother was, and I'm like I say this on every stream, but Nan, if you're listening, they have these milk replacements now. I wish you had known she was eating her poor cereal with water. But like almond milk, soy milk, oat
She
milk,
had her own
all of this.
replacement.
To me, when I'm eating a bowl of oatmeal or something, I can put that in it and it tastes, if you put sugar or whatever you put in it with it, it tastes just as good. And so our body is like reacting to this, but it's kind of like that silent thing that you don't know. You think, "Oh, I got an upset stomach," but you don't know that your allergies or your eczema or it's also now because they put so many like hormones and antibiotics in it, it's doing something completely different to our bodies. And the reason they do that, and ladies, you'll appreciate this. We've all heard the word mastitis where we work at because it's like, with the breast pump, the poor cows are being like artificially impregnated, over milked, and they're getting like infections and they're shooting them with antibiotics and that's going in our milk. The pus is going in our milk and they're calling it like somatic cells or something.
Gross.
Yeah, it's gross. I thought I lost sound. I thought YouTube cut me off because I was gonna like make the little smiling cow companies go out of business or something. But you know how they look at like they put the little cows up that are smiling. But I was the biggest cheese lover in the world. Like literally, I would go to the movies just to get that tub of cheese and the nachos, and I would get like, I was like a cheese kind of person, but I found a replacement for that too. Like Good Foods makes this good nacho cheese. So I'm like, dude, if I can get a replacement for everything, I found good meat replacement. Um, and I found everything basically that you can think of, even sour cream. That was the last thing I needed, and ranch. And I found both of those good replacements. So I'm like, I'm happy to be dairy free, and I feel like it's been known to cause breast cancer. I mean, there's just so much stuff, but they're not going to tell you that in the media because they're trying to sell it, and it's like they fund the industry. They're the ones that pay for you know, the most ads and things like that. So you have to really just do your own research. But if anybody's suffering with any of these things, or if your kids are suffering with like, skin conditions, anything like that, asthma, or if you're having, type 2 diabetes, anything you can do to get off of all of that, like just try it for a month, and people are like getting off their medications and stuff like that is so cool. And I think the fun part is talking about what we eat, and what you can eat. Because if you just start thinking about, oh, I'm not going to eat meat anymore, it's like, well, what am I going to eat? I got to eat
Right.
something. And there's so
Right.
much like emotional attachment to food. So let me read some of these comments. Oh my goodness. Okay. So wait a minute. Let me come down. Jessica said, I don't know. Sometimes I call you Jessica, sometimes Jessie. Completely agree with that. Dairy is terrible for mucus. I'm gonna try dairy free for a bit. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Dairy free in the house. And then oh, that was Jen. I did see that one. That caught my eye because of the she said Chinese. Hi Kim Turner, thank you for coming. She
Hey,
said good
Kim.
evening, my meatless people. And then, um, oh, Brooke, I read that one. I love dairy replacements. So Jen said Sawyer can't have milk, Emma can't have milk, and I'm lactose intolerant. So Jen, Dawn, just so you know, Sawyer, her little boy, his birthday is the exact same birth date as mine. Isn't that wild?
Oh, that's cool.
And Dawn's sister and granddaughter, right? No, 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 sister and
My
uh
sister and my daughter.
are the same exact birth date. And Lily, my little sister, is like the 2 days before mine. I'm like, it's so weird when birthdays fall around the same time. But what oh, and Brooke said Uncle Joe would call me a heifer all the time. I think she was going back to your mom calling us cows. I remember that.
Right.
He would call us all a heifer. I'm not sure what that means, but I
My
guess it's
grandmother
the
used to
same.
say that a lot.
A term of endearment in the South, right? Like we don't call each other, oh, hey lady, hey girl. We're just like, hey cow. What made you know when you get a chance to comment again like that he couldn't have milk? Was it like an allergy test, or was it like he was sick when he would drink milk? Or Emma. And then Jen said for some reason, oh, you already answered it. Sawyer stomach has an upset stomach due to any kind of milk, even dairy-free milk. Wow. I wonder if it's just something in the like the dairy-free milk too. That's interesting. I have to think about that. That's like one of those really difficult things. There must be something in it that we're like missing in that, like some one or something that they fortify it with.
Mhm.
Um, and then Jess said, Becca, if does that say Vay had a chest cold or anything with her asthma? Dairy makes it worse. Yeah, and that's the thing. And I have a friend. I talked about her last time. I don't know if she's ever going to come on the live stream. She's usually working a lot because she's a nurse, but she's like a nurse who's really into plant based stuff. And she got a prescription. that she had from the doctor to give to one of the patients that came in. And she's like, I refused to tell them to take this with milk because I knew it was going to make it worse. Like they're giving them an antibiotic, telling them to take it with milk, who's building mucus to make it worse. And I'm like, how do doctors not know this? But there's a whole like place called Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine. My thing is, if we know that becoming plant based can get you off of medications and we know it can get rid of type 2 diabetes, we know it's cured cancer, we know it's done this, we know it's done this, why is that not something that we're talking about for hospitals? And why are we feeding kids like regular meals in school? I don't care what you do. Like, you know, you, we always do stuff that's not healthy for us. I probably shouldn't eat French fries. Oh, that's bad. It's but it's like if that's the case, like the people in charge shouldn't be feeding it to us, though. Like
Right.
you're in the
Right.
hospital for heart disease, and like there's a whole lot of plant based doctors who I like listen to, and that was what started their journey. They
There's
started
a
by
bunch of
seeing the
plant-based
arteries.
options for you guys right there.
Yes. Oh, these are the best ones. I love like if you take some just egg and put like we talked about last time, it's called black salt, which is like it makes everything taste kind of eggy. And so you can put that. I don't even need that in just egg. I just can put salt and pepper. And Brooke, don't tell mom, but I'm gonna put ketchup on my eggs. That used to drive her crazy that I put ketchup on it like it was against the law. Um, so Jen said I couldn't breastfeed, so I gave him formula as a baby, but he would scream, so I switched to soy formula. It was better, but to this day, his number two is still very wet. Wow, that's interesting. And then for Emma, she breaks out in a rash and has bad asthma, when she drinks milk. And then Jess said, Truth, I call Becca a heifer regularly. I love it. Um, And Jessica said, Jen, my daughter couldn't nurse or have formula either, soy formula too. Interesting. I wonder if it has to do with like the maybe it's too much vitamin D or I don't know. But that is definitely interesting. Um, but yeah, like usually the soy, the substitutes are a good alternative, but I guess everybody's bodies react differently, and that's what I said. Like, sometimes we have to do what's right for us. Like I can't deal with a lot of this is what I was thinking too. Like the last 2 weeks we were on this, like it started with um I don't remember what started it, but I remember you were like, let me try that burger again from Denny's. I really liked it. So it started us on this Beyond Burger kick, and like as a vegan, it's like sometimes I'll go off like how everybody does and they'll go on these processed foods and like you ever get like on a fast food kick or something for a week at a time
It's like
and
we
you
get
just
on a
all of a
junk food
sudden,
vegan kick.
oh my goodness, I
Vegan
was
junk food
craving
kick.
Oreo cookies. We were having Oreo cookies and then we had
Ben and
like the Ben
Jerry's fudge
Jerry.
brownie.
Mhm.
Finally, my first night without. Well, what it was, I was on the spinach wrap kick, and we didn't have spinach that night. We were out of spinach, and it was like too late. I think it was after the stream, and it was like too late to order it from Walmart. So I said, you know
No, the
what?
Walmart didn't show up,
Oh,
Jen's
that's what it
Walmart for me
was.
showed
That's what it
up.
was.
Somehow she ordered from a completely different state and got it here, and mine didn't show.
So I was like, you know what? Let's order me a Beyond Burger from Denny's because they send it with the fries. And been eating them ever since. That's been like a week straight. And I'm like, every night, I'm like, no, I'm
But not
craving
the Denny's
spinach.
one. I bought our own and
I
made them better
know. We
than
started
Denny's.
cooking our own after that. It's like, and then I thank God we didn't have charcoal because we'd still be eating it because I love grilling those.
And it was like a really weird, nice day here in Maryland. Like it made me want to like grill and just take my shoes off and like walk
Go
outside.
down
It
to the
was just so
beach.
nice. It was like a trick though, because tomorrow it could be like
No, don't
45
talk it up.
degrees.
Don't talk it up. Don't talk it up.
That's okay. You'll grill anyway. Like
I
this girl
know.
doesn't care.
I'll put a parka on and throw the charcoal right in there.
The um so Brooke said, "Oh, Jen, that's disgusting. I'm telling." That Brooke put some kind of Facebook post up about ketchup on eggs. Ketchup is really good for you. Tomatoes are one of the few things that have this like lycopene, I think it's called, in it that actually gives you more nutrients when you crush them up. So you can eat your ketchup. You have your cake and eat it too, or have your ketchup and crush it too. Wait, a minute, have your tomatoes and crush it too. I tried. Um, Becca said, "I love ketchup on eggs. Don't shoot me." All right, we got the
You know
ketchup.
what I like on
Let's
eggs?
start a club.
Tabasco sauce. Tabasco sauce is really good on
Oh
eggs
yeah,
too.
you let me try that before. It just reminds me of a chicken wing
Chicken
egg,
wing.
and
Technically, it's a scrambled chicken wing when you think about it. A real
it's
egg.
true because it's an egg. I mean, an egg. If it was a real egg, it's a baby chicken. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Whenever the neighbors are cooking, they probably hate me because we live in an apartment and above this every time they're cooking breakfast, I'm like, "Oh, dead chickens and everything. Dead pigs." I just yell through the floor. Just kidding. I don't really yell it, but they probably do hear me making a funny comment. I heard hens period. They called it one time. Eggs. Oh, gross. Because really, I mean, think about what we're really eating. Like it is kind of like I never thought about it like that before. I just ignored it, but like it is kind of gross if you think about it. I think I'd rather eat a soybean. Jen said I thought the acid part of it was bad. Is that based on brand? Oh, Brooke said I love almond milk. Jess said almond milk is a staple here already. It's the best. I like almond milk too, and like
I
even ice
love it.
creams made with almond milk in them tend to be better. Seems like to me, than the other stuff that they make it with. Of course, I've never tried. I want to, but I've never tried the chocolate milk. But I guess that would be really cool for kids too, like chocolate almond milk. Um,
Yeah, that I bet that would be good. Didn't we get silk almond chocolate before?
did we? Oh
We
yeah,
got
we did. You're
something
right. I
chocolate.
tried putting it in coffee because I couldn't find a creamer that we liked, but now we did, and we got it like it just popped up for free.
I love that because I used to get International Foods chocolate, the Hershey's chocolate creamer,
Mhm.
and I missed that. So the caramel macchiato was is really good.
Oh,
So
it
thanks
is.
again for that. That's
I
really
even
good.
like it. And I usually don't like any creamer because it has like a weird aftertaste. Like not even just plant-based creamers. I didn't really like a whole lot of creamers in my coffee.
I do.
But
No sugar, just creamer because the creamer is sweet enough. And it's
that
like I would
puppy,
try to
no
make
sugar,
my
no cream. This
I
is
would
my rap career.
I would try to make a caramel macchiato myself, just put caramel in it with the chocolate, and it was good, but the caramel macchiato, mwah, it's so good.
Even did the is that Italian?
Maroon.
Jess said, "Is that where they serve the real burger?" My video, yes, I even had to do a TikTok on it. I was so tired and so mad. I like have not ate meat in 4 years, and they gave me a meat burger that I bit into. Denny's, dun, dun, dun. And it was funny because I had Brooks' casket thing. You were watching that on your phone, so it
Hmm.
almost sounded like it was a horror film when I got the meat burger. You'll have to look at that TikTok when you see it. It was like,
She
beware.
scoped it, man. She scoped it. She was like, I think this is real meat. I'm like, how can you tell? And then because the Beyond was actually in a perfect circle. That's a good band. Um, But, she said, "Yeah, you can tell because the edges are rigid and it tastes like it looks like it." And she was right, they had rung up. They went back in their computer system and looked. They had actually rung her up for a regular burger. So, yeah, I felt bad that
I
night.
think it was messed up because of the fry thing. I realize now what the girl did because you wanted seasoned fries. So I was
Mhm.
like, let me get seasoned fries for that one and then the other one regular. And I'm like, I bet she just took regular and ran with it.
Ah,
Now that I'm
right.
thinking about
She
somebody who
should have clarified.
doesn't she come to Meatless Monday? Didn't she know I didn't want no meat on that burger? What is her problem? All the cool kids are
You
here
didn't
at
want any
Meatless.
meat on the burger?
Oh yeah, meat on the burger.
It's a little bit redundant.
Burger meat. Please
But
give me
yeah,
meat.
I'm
And
so glad. I'm so glad to be vegan. I really am. It took a while, but I'm bought in. I'm completely bought in. I've tested all the theories. I'm like, but it's as soon as I got rid of all the dairy, everything changed. You know what I mean? No mucus, no, the allergies are down to a minimum. And I didn't even have allergies. I started getting allergies as I got older. But between that and the kratom, I'm telling you, I don't have an, and I work. We have a cat, so it's all I could do to keep the cat dander down to a minimum. I'm always like cleaning and trying to keep the cat dander down to a minimum. But I don't. I can work out in the living room with her in there, and I can breathe in because I don't have the allergies that I'm dealing with. So I love it.
it's like the after effect of stuff that, you don't even realize. Like I was always trying to figure out where is these allergies coming from? Is it because we vacuumed? Is it because of the cat? The poor cat. Like thank goodness. Remember that that's reminding me of the TikTok with the potato salad. She's got cats, James. Cat. I ain't eating that. I can't remember. I can't do it like you. But
She's got cats.
Jessica said, "Yes, Dawn, hot sauce on eggs or salsa, please."
Yes. I love
Salsa.
salsa. Yes, girl.
Don't get me on the
Salsa mixed
taco
with
kick.
eggs is amazing.
I had Taco Tuesday for like 2 months.
Pico de gallo.
I thought it was Taco 2 months and not Tuesday. But remember, that kick I was on right before the Beyond Burger kick? It was like these Gardein crumbles. You can make them like that's what I was saying. Like, say you usually do you guys get those taco kits? Like we used to get them because like sometimes I don't want to make everything like I guess that's not really from scratch, but you can buy the little Ortega taco kit and it brings you like the seasoning. You get the little salsa packet. You get like I got the half and half one because I can never decide between the hard or soft
The house
tacos.
smells like Taco Bell on taco night.
Mhm. And like now I just went to like doing the like burrito with the burrito bowl because now I started trying to make it like the Chipotle bowl. But you can just put that like use that as your ground meat. Like instead of buying the 80/20 or whatever you buy at the store, just buy the Gardein crumbles or Beyond makes like Beyond meat that like comes in the package. Like you don't have to get it in the shape of the
Oh, wait a
burger.
minute. Tell them we tried the steak.
Right. Oh
We tried
yeah.
the steak tips. They are so good.
Beyond
Beyond
now makes
actually
steak
makes
tips.
steak tips, and they are so good. It is. I was
But
like,
they weren't good necessarily the first time, but the way I did them the second time
because
was.
I didn't cook them long enough. You know what I mean? I bet they would be really good on the grill. I'm a grill fanatic.
I took
But the way you cooked them twice, basically, you cooked them in the frying pan and in the oven, didn't you?
yeah, I put them in the oven first because I was gonna try it, and then I took them and I put onions into a pan and like sauteed it up, and then put the steak in, and mixed it in, and and then put like the seasoning. I put A1 on it, like in the pan too, because that put like a little sear of stuff on
That
it,
was
and
so
like
good.
it was good, because that's one of the things we couldn't like quite get that taste of. Like, that was a tough one to get like an actual steak taste because it's like weird, when you eat something for so many years, you're trying to go for that one like that thing, and Dawn was like, "That's just not it. We're still looking for a pizza that she likes." I can eat any pizza. I always like those frozen ones anyway.
I'm picky. I like good pizza. And
But if
if it's
some
not anywhere near it, I'm not eating it at all.
I think what we need to do is get a pizza like they said for us to do from, um, like you know what? That's it. We're gonna
Brooke
go on a
was
road
talking about
trip.
the
I'm gonna go
cauliflower
find the best
crust.
vegan pizza spot, and we're just gonna drive to it, and then we can like YouTube it. I
Pizza
have PTO,
Quest.
but
Vegan
I can't
Pizza
take off.
Quest.
Vegan Pizza West. Yeah, we should open a pizza shop.
Vegan
We're
Pizza
looking for
Quest.
investors. Jen said, "Have you tried the cauliflower pizza? It's so good."
That's
Um,
what Brooke was saying. She said that the cauliflower crust is really good. No, I haven't tried that yet. I'm gonna have to try that. We gotta look. We gotta seek that out. Like, does Papa John's make that?
so
But the
Papa John's doesn't make the cauliflower, but I heard Papa John's has vegan crust. I think it's Papa John's. I think. And they said if you just order the Papa John's pizza, everything's vegan except the cheese. So you order a Papa John's pizza with no cheese, like they'll think we're crazy. And then when it gets here, we put our cheese on it, put it in the oven, and let the cheese melt.
let's try it.
Okay, that's it. We're going to do it before
Because
next
Aldi's
Meatless
has
Monday.
that mozzarella that was really good, but you have to cover
Yes.
it
Yeah, isn't
to
that
make it
weird?
melt.
It's like the melting part is where that we were having trouble with, but chow is the only one that melts. Chow, let me tell you, that is some good cheese. That's what it was reminding me of, the chow. But like chow, and we found one at Aldi. The store brand
Yeah, that was
actually
good
tasted good,
mozzarella
which
from
is
Aldi's.
crazy. Don't you love when you can find a good store brand of something? Like Food Lion rolls were really good for those burgers, and people will overlook them. You can't judge a book by its cover. I'm like, try that generic. Sometimes it's made by the real people. But I've had like this epiphany though last night after eating all the processed stuff. Like I've got
Mm-hmm.
tons of recipes we could give you of stuff you could eat from the store. Like, oh my gosh, Gardein Ultimate Chicken Patties.
Oh, I love them. They taste just like Chick-fil-A, guys. Throw a
Yes.
pickle or two on there. It's just like the
Beyond
Chick-fil-A filet sandwich.
maple sausage. I made biscuits with you don't have to use almond milk. I'm just crazy as I love almond milk. I mean, I love vanilla almond milk, but you can use regular like soy milk or whatever. But biscuits are actually vegan when you get Bisquick, and you can, as long as you don't put like the butter, or we use Country Crock plant butter, or what's the other one? Oh, Earth Balance is what I use, but it tastes to me like butter. Like when I put it on bread, and
Mm-hmm.
I have like, and then we do the spaghetti Gardein meatballs. They're so good in spaghetti. Like the sauce is already vegan. Like there's so many options. Some people are like, I have kids, I can't do that because they just think I'm sitting there with a big salad, which I do go on those kicks and just eat salads every night. But my body got so tired of all the processed food. I was like, I can't. And last night I actually was craving just eating like broccoli, spinach, carrots, celery, like my regular veggie mix with like some bread and butter. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, like, how am I craving that? Before I was like, I'm tired of all these veggies. I want a Beyond Burger.
Yeah, you can veg out, literally.
That's my section of the newsletter.
Veg out.
Mhm. Because it's vegging out. Um, what do you think, Dawn? I've heard you do that too. Like she will get to a kid. Like, I just want to fast and I want to have spinach wraps tonight. Like you go on like this, your body will crave just fasting.
Yeah, because it likes to clean out.
Mhm.
And we've been eating Beyond for like almost 2 weeks now, backing it up with some ice cream. It's time to clean out. It's definitely time to clean out because I mean, you just not only is it good to drop 10 or 15 pounds really quick, but it actually makes you feel a lot lighter. It puts you in a better mood once you get past the first couple days where you're hungry, and just fill up on water, fill up on water. It helps clean everything out as well. And you will find that the hunger goes away, and just find something else to concentrate on. Get into something else. It's a good excuse to, I don't know, start a new hobby, read a book, something. You know what I mean? Replace that habit of eating. You don't have to prepare food, you don't have to do any of that. and then start in with like chipotle guacamole. I have mastered chipotle guacamole. And so when
Yes, she
I
did.
refeed on guacamole. You know what I mean? I
I
don't
don't
put the
like
onion in it.
guacamole with onions in it, but I know it tastes just like it, she said, and I took a bite of it and it does. It's like crazy. Like
And
we could be
it's so
Chipotle. We
quick
could
to
be
make.
vegan Chipotle.
It's so quick to make. You got 3 Hass avocados. If it's not Hass, no big deal. 3 avocados, like a jalapeno or a half a jalapeno. Chop that up. Chop up some red onion. You know what I mean? Throw a little bit of sea salt in there and some lime. That is so good. And some cilantro.
It
It
smells like
tastes
margarita.
That's the same ingredients that they use. I looked it up on YouTube and it tastes just like that. I never buy Chipotle guac. But guacamole or avocado is a good way to come off of a fast because think about it, when you do it for a long period of time, your body begins to burn fat for fuel. It burns off all the sugar within the first couple days, and then it begins eating away at body fat. Now, the longer there was a guy named August Angus Barberi. He was named after a steak, right? Angus Barberi, who fasted for 382 days. He fasted for over a year because he was literally diagnosed with like heart disease and all kinds of things because he was over 470 some odd pounds. And he went down to under 200 pounds by fasting for more than a year. So when people think, oh, I don't know that I want to, that's dangerous. No, fasting is one of depending on, what your medical situation is, fasting is one of the healthiest things that you can do. That's how some diabetics cure themselves of type 2 diabetes. They're diabetic, they have to eat. You'd be surprised. I wouldn't recommend if you're a diabetic doing it without medical supervision, but you can rid yourself of type 2 diabetes with fasting. You can rid yourself of
You can do it with
hypertension.
fasting and a plant-based diet, like coupled with it,
When you
because
come off
obviously, if
of
you're not
fasting, eat plant
Angus or whoever
based.
he is, nobody's gonna fast for 240
No,
days.
hell
They
no.
need to
You know
go.
what I mean? The most I've ever
I'm not.
done was
I can't
20
even go one
days.
day.
Most
But
I've ever done was 20 days, and I felt
and
so
20
good.
days, it's crazy. One time, like when she was doing one of these extended fasts, I was like, I would feel bad like eating in front of her. So, like, she walked in the kitchen for something completely different one time, and I'm standing there. This was before I actually went plant based.
She
I was
was
like,
eating brown swagger, right? And
I
she
was
was,
like just
you know
taking
how it
some
comes in those,
spoonfuls. I
in
was
that
just digging
plastic?
right in
And
there.
she had cut it open and she was eating it with a spoon. She wasn't even slicing it. And I walk in the kitchen. You were so adorable. I walk in the kitchen. She's like, hey, how you doing? She was in the kitchen chowing down on this
I'm
like
like,
lunch
I'm not
meat.
gonna ruin this fast for me eating. But
She's
then
like,
it was like,
what's going on? How you
she
doing?
was like, it doesn't matter if you eat in front of me. And I didn't understand it then, but until I became plant based, and she could be like eating a crab cake, which was like one of my favorite things in the whole world, and it wouldn't
Yeah.
bother me. Like, I'm like, you don't understand. Like, I'm so into what I'm doing and how I feel and what I'm eating. Like, this is what I eat now. It doesn't literally bother me. Like, when I quit smoking cigarettes, I could like literally just be in a room
Be
of someone
around a
smoking a
smoker and
cigarette
it
and it
not
doesn't
affect
bother me.
you.
I'm like, I get
Yeah.
it, dude. I didn't know it was killing me with secondhand smoke, but sometimes I'd breathe it in like, you know, I'm getting a little nicotine from that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but
At first,
after a
girl, I
couple
was.
days you're not even really tempted. You know what I mean? So you can take that and run with it. You know what I mean?
I think mixing fasting and plant-based, like we were talking about too, and I love the raw thing. Like the more raw vegetables I have, the more energy I feel. But literally today, I've had a banana like all day to eat. Like I know that's
Mhm.
not fasting, but like I love bananas. So I
Oh,
really
but that's
probably
what I
could
was
be
saying
eating it.
about the avocado. If you do try to fast for a couple days, when you come off of it, eat some avocado. Number one, your stomach's not going to be used to digesting food, right? Because you stopped eating for a while. So you gotta, if you're gonna come off of it, refeed slowly with something soft like avocado because it's healthy fat The body's already used to burning fat, so you're just going to keep it on the same trajectory, and you can refeed. Or if you're looking to start fasting, maybe wean yourself off of food and start eating something like avocado that's soft for a couple of days. Just a bigger portion, and then go smaller, and then that way you can lead your body slowly into not having anything at all, and just replace it. Just drink water all day. Try to get a gallon of water in,
If
and
you
I'm telling
really
you, it's so good for you.
look at our anatomy, like the way that it, like a rabbit is set up, their intestinal system, and then you look at the way like a dog, for example, a carnivore is set up, the the intestinal system of a dog or a carnivore is so short because it's like it's meant for meat to pass right through. Like they're literally their teeth, everything is meant to eat meat. Our intestinal system is so long. It's meant to actually, and the way that we chew in like that circular motion, we're like a juicer of sorts. Like we are meant to like chew our food, get the nutrients out of it, and our system is really long. It's supposed to like break down all the like nutrients in fruits and vegetables and beans and seeds. So if you take that same system and you put meat in it, what ends up happening, why we have so much IBS and intestinal issues, and I'll talk to people, they're like, oh, I can't eat vegetables because I have this. But no, it's, you can't eat vegetables now because it's clogged up, I think, is what's happening. Because if you think about it, if your system has to move it through really fast, and you now have all this winding intestinal system, the meat literally is getting in there and it's sitting, and it's like it's causing all kinds of issues. Our acids in our body are not meant to break down meat. Our acids are meant for
It's
fruits and
where a nice
so
colonic comes in.
like, yeah, I mean, you could
Do
have
an enema.
enemy enema of the state. Remember that movie?
Yes,
But
that
I'm
is a
gonna
good
read some
movie.
of these real quick. Sounds like me going to Taco Bell and getting black beans instead of that nasty meat. Jed said, "Yeah, like sometimes that is some scary meat, whatever they are feeding us. Like people are like, oh, I don't want
I
that
used to
pure
love that.
plant-based stuff. Who knows what the heck we're eating? Remember McDonald's? They used to say was horse meat,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, okay, well, who cares if it's horse meat, you know?" We were talking about that the other day too, how weird it is of different cultures. Like in India, they like revere a cow. It's like their pet. So like I'm an animal lover, and so I'm like, wait, okay, like what if there was another country that thought it was okay to eat cats and dogs, and that's our pets. So what really makes it different? There was this shirt that had like half of a dog face and half of a cow, like one of those silhouette things put together, and it said
Wow.
no difference, go vegan or something, which I
Would that
didn't
be a
go into this
Dow?
for, huh?
Would that be a Dow?
Dow. The Dow Jones Industrial.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I know you did. How do you know that stuff? Oh, like, okay, cauliflower pizza, we got that one. Cauliflower rice. My mom was telling me about that, or Brooke, weren't you? Cauliflower rice. But I like eat regular carbs, so sometimes I don't get into the cauliflower thing, but I think I'm gonna have to. Like, but that's what
Yeah, I gotta
vegans
try
buy each
that.
other on Valentine's Day, cauliflowers. Anybody?
Would you
Any-
say?
A
Would you
bouquet
say?
of broccoli. That's what vegans buy each other on Valentine's Day, cauliflowers. What do you get when you mix a dog and some flowers? Cauliflower. Get it?
Mm.
Okay, I tried.
Nah, honey.
No.
Stick with the vegan stuff.
Okay. When I'm working, I
I'm
drink about
kidding.
a gallon of water, Jen said. Oh, wow. Yeah.
That
I
is
mean, like,
good.
Dawn
That's good
is
for you.
the
A
biggest water
gallon of
drink.
water a day keeps the doctor away. Let me tell you.
Definitely. Unless it's Dr. Dre. Oh,
Oh, you're just constant.
yep. I'm trying to start the comedy stream with Meatless Monday. Okay, so Brooke said, "Make it for me." Which one? We talked about so many recipes.
Oh, the guac?
The
I
guac.
got you, baby. I got you.
I'm
When
packing
we
a
come there,
bag,
I will make
Rebecca
it for
said,
you.
and kidnapping Jessica, and we will be at your front door in a day. We'll need about a month's worth of hospitality. Just kidding. All right, yeah, we got the vegan. What do you call it? The vegan bed and breakfast here.
Yep.
Yeah, it's only like $3,000 a week. Just kidding. We'd host y'all for free,
Beach access, you know.
but you'd have to
Two
put up
blocks
with
from
the
the
jokes.
beach. You got to pay for that, honey.
And then we could do Meatless Monday live.
We could.
Um,
Meatless Monday party.
Jess said, I need that recipe, Dawn. Have her send it to me. Is it the
Will do.
Chipotle? Did the
Yes.
guacamole? Okay, so you can do a whole Chipotle meal if you're a guacamole lover, because I figured out how to make the sofritas.
It's actually right on YouTube. That's where I got it from. Put in
Take credit
YouTube
for that.
Chipotle guacamole.
This is
Huh?
Dawn's recipe, not Chipotle's.
I do alter it because I like red onion, so I put a little bit more red onion. And if I wanted a little spicier, I put a little bit. But I know the ingredients, so I can play with it how I want based on the taste that I want. You know what I mean? Sometimes I want it a little spicier than other times. So, but yeah, I'll definitely give her the ingredients for you.
And then the other thing is you make there's a couple of things I think that I'm trying to get more into. Oh, I shared on the newsletter. You remember Tabitha Brown? Have you seen the carrot bacon where she
That's it.
shaves
That's
the carrot?
all.
Huh?
I said, that's it. That's all.
Oh,
Like
I
so,
thought you
like
said
that.
this
I
is a
What does
girl.
she always say?
I
Like so,
couldn't
like
remembering
that.
the names. But remember the carrot bacon? She shaves the carrot with like the little shaver thing, the
Is
peeler.
that what she does?
Yep, she shaves the carrot
Because
down.
I know
This is
you
not
said
the carrot
she like
dog.
makes the carrots soft, and it's like a hot dog. It's
Yeah,
like
but
a
this
hot
is
dog.
carrot
I can't.
bacon.
I can't do it mentally,
Hold
dude.
up.
I
I know.
can't.
I know
A
you
hot
don't
dog
care
and
at
a
all
carrot.
about this,
I can't make it happen.
but look, she takes it, she shaves it, shaves the carrot, and then she puts liquid smoke and maple syrup and like three other things. I don't know what it
A,
was. I
car-
have to look at the
a
video.
carrot is not pork.
No, but listen, when she takes a bite of it, like who watched that in the newsletter?
How
Didn't
does
you
she
want
do
to
it?
take a bite of that carrot bacon? It tasted just like when you would take a bite of bacon and it would crunch. I see where she's. How can she do that though? Think about it. How are we eating a burger made of soybeans? Come on, it
I
tastes like
know,
a
but
meat.
a
It's a carrot.
carrot?
I don't understand. I want to do it, but I
Because the
haven't tried
taste
it.
is not even
See, that's where
similar
I'm
in
at
any
right now,
way.
though. I want to be more on this plant-based. Like I can make, like how you did the chickpea
Right.
Tuna
Let's stop
salad.
with all the processed stuff and make stuff. Like the chickpea salad is so good. It tastes just like tuna. And it's like, come on. Because the processed stuff, don't get me wrong, is
She makes
good,
scrambled eggs too.
but it's high in sodium. So you don't want to eat beyond all the time. You don't want to eat Gardein all the time. You don't want to eat
Yeah.
chat all the time. You do want to at some point get some whole foods and do things like guacamole, do things like the chickpea salad, do things like, you know, um,
I just like I get down with some like this is what I'm starting tonight and like I'll probably go on this kick for a while, but I'll do like a salad. I'm going to do lettuce, tomato, spinach and like cucumber and some avocado and like vegan ranch and then I'm going to do sometimes I do rice, but I didn't get any rice today, so I'm going to do like carrots, broccoli, pinto beans, celery, cabbage. You know, sometimes I'll put potatoes in it, and then they'll do like bread and butter on the side. And like that's like a really filling meal. But people get so caught up in needing a meat product, and like even for 2 weeks, I got the same way. I'm like, we need some Beyond Meat or ground Gardein ground. Like I need something, some kind of meat. It's like
I
because we were brought up that
completely
way.
went off on, like, I remember
Oh, mushrooms.
the light life mushrooms. You just had me.
Sorry.
The light life lunch meat that I
Yes.
was eating. Remember, I would make an Italian cold cut out of this lunch meat, and it's so
Tofurkey.
good. Yeah, it's tofurkey, and you put it in. I would make a wrap. I would, layer it with the lunch meat, put some, like vinaigrette in there, and some onion and some tomato and lettuce, and it tastes just like a regular Italian cold cut. But then I decided not to put the meat in it and just made it with spinach and kale. and didn't
Alfalfa
put
sprouts.
lettuce in it. Put alfalfa sprouts, cilantro, tomato, and red onion, and the vinaigrette. Oh
I
my
bet
god, that is
avocado would be good in there too.
that's what I'm having for dinner
I want
tonight.
to
That
go
is
out,
gonna
but
be
I
so
don't have
good.
avocado.
Do you have a busto?
Mhm. I do. Oh, okay. Let's see. Wait a minute. I'm
It
catching
never
up here.
stops. And I live with her. It never stops. She
They
doesn't
kind of
just
live
do
with
it
me too.
for work. It never stops since I've known her. I love it.
Nonstop. I'll wake up in the morning with a good one. Good joke. JJ, I need that recipe. Oh, we already talked about that. Okay, Dawn's gonna give you the recipe. And then I need to drop some weight, girls. Brooke said, Brooke, you are beautiful, and I'm telling you, the way you get into things, like I know you, I feel like you would get really into this. Like, look at how you got into your other plant-based product.
Yep.
Like you are all in when you
One
go
day
in
at a
with
time,
something.
Brookie. One day at a time, baby girl. Just
Get
start with
on
some
some of
of
these
this
kicks.
stuff.
Yeah, just try like if you do Monday, like I'm telling you, this is a good time. And then like, or know what, do meatless Sundays or something, or do meatless Friday. So when we come on Monday, I'd be interested to hear what
You
you
know
guys
what I think
tried.
you're doing, Brooke? I think you're overwhelming yourself. I think you're thinking about all the weight that you want to lose and thinking about how to get started. Erase all of that.
Yeah,
Erase all of that. Clear your mind and just focus on one day. Just
yeah.
like
One
focus on
meal.
one day. One meal, one day. And just like tomorrow, don't waste time. Start tomorrow and be like, you know what? Tomorrow, I don't know about fasting, but and this is one of the cool things about being plant-based, whole food
You can eat
plant-based.
as
You
much
can
as you
eat
want.
yep, you can eat all day long. So get yourself a shitload of lettuce, tomato, and whatever, and just start with that
Beans, broccoli. Get some of the like. Have mom
and
get the
focus one
Gardein
day.
products.
And
Even
if you
that
get
way.
through it one day, then try 2 days. Challenge yourself. It's like, okay, I got through one day. That's all. I'm not trying to do this for a week. I'm not trying to do this for a
Yeah,
month
do
or a
it for a
year.
day.
One day. And if you
That's what
get the
happened to
one
me.
day done, try to see if you can do it again. And just do it one day. Just think in terms of one day at a time. Before you know it, a week will be under your belt because time flies nowadays. Time freaking flies. So
I don't
before you
know.
know it, a week will be already under your belt, and then a month, and then a year.
Did anybody listen to today's midday? I don't know if anybody could have logged in to your show on midday, but when we talk about like anxiety and different things we're dealing with, it's like sometimes you just got to live in the now, and the now creates your future. So if
That's
you're just
it.
going to choose right now, I'm getting ready to eat something, I'm going to pick something good, I'm going to pick something plant based, all of that's going to add up like how it started with me. I started to see if I could do it for a day because I'm like, oh yeah, I like that tofu stuff over at the Chinese. By the way, if you order out General Tso's tofu, oh my gosh, that is the dish. That is so good. Anything you want, like any of the meat dishes you like, just tell them to replace it with the fried tofu. Say fried because the other stuff is
Oh, wait
kind
a
of
minute.
mush.
Jen, remember the egg foo young I had them make?
Yes.
I had them make some tofu patties and they fried it up just like egg foo young. And I swear to God, it tasted just like egg foo young.
We
I
could
put the
probably
brown
make
sauce.
that with the just egg. You can make
Yeah,
French toast with just egg too.
I did that. That was really good.
Take the just egg and dip your toast in it, and
It
then
works
you
just
just
like
put like
eggs.
some cinnamon or whatever you normally put on it. I used to put just a little bit of sugar on it. I don't know if you ever did that. Like when you do your French toast, dip it
Yeah,
in the egg and then a little bit
yeah, a
of
little
like
bit of.
a little
Damn,
bit
you
of
just had
sugar.
me thinking about that.
I saw you.
Ah,
Can't you
you did
see
you
her?
see that? You caught that, right?
I need to
I'm
hook up
like,
this camera and go on
oh.
camera one time. I just look like a face with like little lines shooting out of it is what it looks like on my end.
I'm
But
like,
I
oh,
could
you
see
just got
your
me
face
thinking right now.
actually, like
Thinking
she
about the
lo-
French
she lost us
toast.
in the conversation and went into her own little. I'm getting a recipe. I'm having a recipe. So let's see. Let me read these real quick. Okay, that's Becca said she's her and Jess are coming to stay at the bed and breakfast. Brooke's gonna drop some weight. I'm about 15 pounds overweight. Becca said I need to drop some weight too. Well, you know,
Fast, you'll lose it in 5
don't
days.
don't do like any like I don't know, like when people say overweight, I went to this place once when I was this was funny. I was like 20 years old and this place opened up called Curves. Has anybody ever heard of that? Do you remember that
The
thing?
workout spot.
Yeah, it was a workout spot, but I didn't know. Like I was working nights at the time, so I went during the day and I actually went with all the old people, which is cool because I like, I get along with older people, but I was hearing some good gossip. But anyway, it was like a big circle of things and you would get on like the bike and then the next person would be on like the little elliptical or whatever and then it would be like switch and the lady would say switch and I got to the front and they're like, "Well, thanks for coming." And they're like, "Well, Miss Judd, we've realized that you're obese." Obese? Like what? I thought I was looking cute, kind of, and like obese. What in the world? I thought I was getting in shape, but they said because I was such and such amount of pounds overweight, they were calling me obese. And I'm like, that just sounded like rude. I don't know. So,
Technically,
like,
yeah, if you're like 20 pounds overweight, you're technically obese.
I don't like to focus on weight as much as like how you feel because I feel like
Right.
when you feel good and you're eating right, your weight automatically like transpires and comes down with it. But if you watch the scale, it's like it's
It's
not cool.
treacherous. It's
Yeah,
treacherous, and that's what you can't do, Brooke. Don't watch the scale. Just take one day and just eat a bunch of veggies and just try to fill up on it and just one day and then do it again and
that's why
again and
you've
again.
never seen an overweight fish because they have
What?
scales.
Oh my God.
So, Brooke said yes to guacamole. Brooke said she's on a roll today.
Right, right. A Kaiser roll.
Ah, roasted chickpeas. I never
Oh,
tried those. What's roasted chickpeas, Jen? Tell us.
that sounds good. Because that's
Becca
what they
said
make Beyond Burgers out of.
we need to send the link to this channel to Amber. She would kill for some of these recipes. Oh, awesome. Yes, send it to Amber. I'll send you the link to the vegan group too on Facebook. That way she can just go on there and look at all the recipes. People are posting the recipes all the time on there. Oh, what's the best way that you get your protein? I love that question because, everybody thinks that meat has protein, but technically, the animal is eating the vegetables that create the protein. So, like, you can get protein in spinach. Beans have a lot of protein, nuts, and most of the stuff that you're going to eat is going to have protein in it. Like, you don't ever have to worry about getting enough protein. Like, Dr. Milton Mills is one of the, like, when I first started, I Googled the same thing. I was like, how do I get protein? Like, everybody's told me, basically I'm going to die if I don't have enough protein or I'm going to, like,
Beans are your biggest source of protein.
yeah, beans have a lot. They have like the higher content of it.
They're
But
like the
technically,
meat for vegans.
yes. And that's why a lot of the plant-based stuff is made from that. Like if you have a Beyond Burger, it's made from
Beyond
some type
Burger
of
is
bean.
made from it's made from chickpeas.
And that freaks me out. I don't even like telling people stuff like that because they think about it like, wait, how's this bean going to taste like a burger? But literally, I don't know if we have a picture of it. Like, I shared it on the newsletter, but that was actually my physical burger that I had, that Beyond Burger that was on the left. It looks like meat. I mean, they've doctored it up so well. They have coconut oil that is like mirrors, the little white dots that are like the fat in the
Remember
meat.
Ro called it fake meat juice?
Yes, they even have beet juice in it that makes it like, if you're into that, like if you're a vampire and you like that little
It's
bloody.
a bloody burger.
I don't want a bloody burger.
It's a bloody burger.
My mom used to watch that show Cell Block H. This is old school, but it reminds me of 60 Days In that you've been watching. but they were all like British on there.
I know
When
I
you
fell
said that,
off. I got to get back into it.
that's good. We're
I
not
haven't
going back
watched
to
it in a
jail.
while.
Um,
I've been
so,
into Love is Blind. Did we lose you?
oh, there it is. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
weird. I went out like I could tell by the little microphone things. You know how they move when
Yeah,
you
it like
talk.
got really quiet. I'm like, you
It's
there?
because a car went by. Something's wrong with this internet. And there's the rolling eye. So Jessica said, JJ, send me one full meal ID and a text, and I'll do it and give a review on how my tush handles it. Okay. That's a good idea. Like, let's do that one vegan meal a week, and everybody can eat it, and everybody can then review it. And then we can have, and you guys can come on here and talk too. Like, I mean, there's a link we can send you, and you can come on and actually review it if you want to, or you can type it. um, but we would definitely love to hear you guys come on and talk about it, because I really think, you ever like wanted somebody to watch a movie and they just wouldn't watch it, or a TV show, and you're like, please try this. It's watch this movie. It's so good, and they won't do it. They won't do it, and then finally they're like, dude, you were right. I watched that movie and it was good. That's what I feel like when we're trying to tell people that this
That
stuff is
happened with
really
me with the Matrix. The original Matrix, when it
good.
came out in the
You?
movies. When it came out in the movies, I didn't go see it because I kept getting tied up with stuff, and I just never went to see it. And this kid kept saying, "You need to go see it. You'll love it. You'll need to go see it. You need to go see it. You need to go." And then I finally saw it when it came out on DVD, and I'm like the biggest Matrix fan in the
It like
world.
runs our life now. We are always
Yeah.
talking about the Matrix.
And I'm so pissed that I never went to see the original one. I've seen 2 and 3 obviously in the movies, but I never saw the original one in the movies. But I remember that Jen surprised me for my birthday once, and we went
I
to
was
this
just thinking about
place.
the treehouse.
Yeah, and this guy had this big movie theater room. Like it was like a full, it was like a movie theater. And I took the DVD. You could bring your own movies. And so I got a chance to kind of see what it would have been like to see the Matrix in the movies, because I took that with us. That was awesome. I took Purple Rain too. That was really cool.
I just like ate a lot of popcorn and nachos and slept through a lot of these. But no, it was cool. Like as soon as you started talking about that, I was like, the treehouse. I remembered. I just found this off the wall spot. We were watching. Remember that show that used to be on Treehouse Masters?
I love Treehouse Master.
And like, it was
No,
like
that's
I
Pool
used to try to like,
Master
I
with
still
that
do,
accent.
but like try to outdo each and every birthday, like with this cool surprise. And like I was trying to find something really different, and I found this treehouse in like Virginia. I still want to go there because it actually ended up being really much cooler, because I didn't even know at the time they had like this movie theater, and she's like this huge, huge movie fan. Like, I mean, like loves the movies like more than most people. So I'm like, that was like a bonus. Not only was it like a cool like
That
treehouse
was
since we were watching
amazing.
Treehouse Masters, but it had this. It was like a castle on site and this like little private movie theater for like $30 you could rent. Like you would think something like this would cost like
Hundreds
thousands
of
of
dollars.
dollars, but it was like 100, or what was it, like maybe not even a
It's
hundred
like
dollars a
100,
night.
130 or 120, something like that. Or like 99, something like
99.
that.
Yeah, and then like $30 extra for the movie theater. I'm like, ooh, $30? You're kidding me. You can't even get two Beyond Burgers for that now from Denny's. But it
Yeah,
was
that was an
definitely.
amazing time.
So Jessica said you can do chickpeas in salads and as a mash like hummus, and it's great with carrots. Oh, that's
Yes.
good.
There's the carrots again. I want to try to make hummus. I've made chickpea tuna salad, but I haven't made hummus yet. I want to make that. I love
Oh my
buying
gosh. I
red
see what
pepper
you guys are.
hummus.
There's a
Red pepper hummus is so good.
there's a somebody on here trying to spam us, it looks like.
You need to
Can
make some of these people mods, Jen.
Yeah, how do I do it? I don't know. I think you
Just
have to do it.
click on their name. You have to do it during the live stream while they're in your chat, and you click on their name, and there's a option to add, says add moderator.
Oh, I got it. Okay, you're all moderators. I didn't know I had the option to do it. So if anybody comes on with some crazy stuff like that, or somebody is like,
Do it with people that show up on a regular basis. You know what I mean? You don't just want to do everybody.
well, everybody, I don't have
Everybody
that many.
here, yeah,
I was
because
gonna
you know,
say, I
yeah,
wish I had that
everybody here
many
we
people.
know. You know, do it with people you know and
One
trust.
of these days. Oh, Brooke's already a moderator. It looks like so cool.
And that way, you guys, when you see spam like that, you can report it or like eliminate it for us.
Especially on a vegan stream, who would bring spam?
Yeah,
Get it?
spam.
Oh, and then Jen was like hot photos of veggies. I guess that's who he was trying to have. So, oh, reality TV is a weakness. I'm a reality TV junkie,
Oh
Jesse
my
said.
God.
Tomorrow you
Come
gotta
on
come on.
tomorrow to my channel. We'll put a link in the description once this video's over. And we do Takeover Tuesday where we talk about 90 Day Fiance stuff.
What's your favorite reality shows?
Who mine?
No, I was just asking on the she said she's a
Y-
reality junkie. I know yours. 90 Day Fiance.
You
What is your favorite though?
uh I don't it switches up. Anything 90 Day I love.
You
They have so much in the franchise, it's crazy.
you guys know Karen or Pedro and Chantel. Well, Miss Karen was actually on Dawn's live stream today at her midday stream.
Yeah, she and
She
I
comes on.
are Instagram buddies. She
I
started
love that
following
lady.
me one day, and just one day I looked up and it said Karen, Everett. And I'm like, what? And she said, I love your live streams, you know? So I'm like, okay, cool. And she showed up in the midday one. I do one every day at 12 o'clock for, we just go over mental health stuff and just I try to teach you mind hacks. Jen does body hacks, I do mind hacks. And then Tuesdays is the reality TV reviews. So yeah, do a little bit of everything.
Definitely the
And she'll pop up in my live streams every now and then. So
that was
yeah.
pretty cool. When I saw that today, I felt like I was starstruck, you know. I was like sitting there talking about my OCD, like this deep stuff that I don't even
She's a
want anybody
wonderful
to know about.
person.
And
She's
all
a
of a sudden I'm
wonderful
like, "Oh,
person.
great. This is the one Miss Karen showed up to." No, she's gonna think I'm crazy. Well, I am. So it's so
We all
good with
are.
fresh garlic or the peppers. What are we still talking about with
Are we
the
talking about hummus?
oh, hummus.
That's another thing about Karen. She grows her own food. Like she has her place Everland. She's got so many trees I mean, she grows lettuce, she grows pepper, she grows all kinds of peppers. Jalapeno, sweet jalapeno, hot jalapeno. She's got banana trees, lemon trees, tomatoes, potatoes. I mean,
Okay,
she
this is
grows a
it.
ton of food.
We have to manifest this. Okay, so by like next year at this time, I'm definitely going to have at least 50 subscribers and we're going to have a yard where we're growing our own vegetables. I
50.
can see
You're
you
at
like
that now.
I know, I just didn't want to set the goal too high. I still want to have our own yard and growing vegetables though. Because you're really good at growing like she grows aloe leaves like it's nothing. And they're kind of difficult in my opinion to grow because they don't like water. Do you have it near you?
um, yeah, hold on.
Aloe is good like like when I burn myself, most people like get some I don't even know what most people put on it, but I like take an aloe leaf and cut it up.
Can you see it?
Yep, we can see it. It's like there is plants have everything in them that you need. And when you open that up, it's got like, when you get the stuff that you put on a sunburn, it's right inside of there. That's pretty cool. When I see it across the room, it makes me want to say aloe from the other side. Um, Dawn, do one
Yeah.
on Aaron Carter. His fiance was talking to one of the 90 Day, and Aaron died on Saturday. Uh
Aaron
oh.
Carter.
Yeah.
What, like the boy band kid?
Yeah. From what is it? He's the brother of we saw him on the dance show, right?
Yeah, Nick Carter, wasn't it?
Yes. Dawn was just watching a whole thing of people that died last night or something, weren't you?
Yeah, because that's one of my things. I have a death thing. So that's why I do these live streams because I'm a cancer survivor. So I suffer with PTSD behind that. I used to, and I've pretty much cured myself of it. So, and I've done that with subliminal healing. I listen to a lot of affirmations while I'm sleeping. That's the best way to get your mind right. Um, but yeah, man, that's messing with my what? He seemed fine. And what was that?
He
Dancing with
died in
the
the
Stars?
bathtub, I read, right?
What? What is with the bathtub
I
thing?
know.
Whitney
That's why I don't take
Houston,
baths. I'm
Whitney
done.
Houston's daughter.
I'm just a shower person.
Are you kidding? Did he commit suicide?
I don't know. I don't think. Well, when I read the story,
Oh,
we
I gotta
didn't
look
know
that
yet.
up.
Jess said she removed them. You go, Jess. Thank you, Jessica. You know what?
Thank
We
you,
need
Jess.
moderators for our Adobe chat at work too. Um,
She didn't waste time.
Jen said yes, Backstreet Boys' brother. That's who it was. And then she said, yeah,
Wow.
LOL. Dawn mentioned the red peppers. Red pepper hummus is great. Didn't that what you used
I
to
love it.
eat the roasted red pepper?
Yes.
Oh, aloe drinks. Jen said, have you tried? Yeah, remember you used to get one from
Yes.
OC Dollar all the time.
Well, check this out. Regular aloe vera, like you could cut that and put some of the gel in some orange juice because if you drink it straight, it's very bitter. But
It
yeah,
makes
I'll
me
sit
sick.
there.
I don't like drinking aloe.
It's very gooey. It tastes like you're drinking snot,
But
honestly.
moringa,
But
I will drink that.
and it's extremely bitter, but the aloe drinks are really good because they have the mango ones, they have the flavored drinks, and you don't taste it. I rub it on my skin every day too, like from literally top to bottom. I rub it in my hair all the way down to my toes.
That is, I mean, if you think about it, people are buying all of these products, like all these lotions and stuff. Like you're actually putting the actual aloe on your skin. And
Aloe
look,
vera, baby.
she
I
is
don't want it in a
75
lotion.
years old, and you're
Who?
looking at her. Look at her here with this aloe. Does anyone want to buy a tub of it? I'm just kidding.
Why did you tell people I was 75? I'm not supposed to tell people that.
Because it will help them to understand what aloe can do. Aloe drink with mango to die for, Filipino at heart.
Yes, the drink, the mango one. I love that. That is
That is,
really good. I like the pineapple one too. The pineapple one's pretty good.
we actually have a neighbor named Pineapple,
Yeah.
interestingly enough. That's what I thought about when you said it. I was like, you didn't say it too loud. We might wake him up.
I loved it when he introduced himself. It was like pineapple, really? Okay, that's interesting. I think
Um,
he's got Hawaiian roots. So
yes, he has to. I mean, there are so many, like, pineapple is actually one of the most healthy
I love it.
things that you can eat too. It's
I
a really
love
good fruit.
pineapple.
I go through periods of time where I love and eat a lot of fruit, and then I go through periods of time where I'm just eating like veggies, raw veggies. I've noticed in my vegan journey, it's kind of like my standard American diet journey where I'd go on different kicks,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's all good. So like no matter which one I'm
Grapes.
eating,
I
oh my
miss
gosh.
grapes. We got to get some grapes this week
But
and
then grapes
blueberries.
got too sweet. Remember?
They have been because I don't really eat sweets like that anymore. So they
Now
got
that we're
really
coming
sweet,
off
but
ice cream, maybe we
oh my
need it.
God, those blueberries that we got like last week,
Oh,
they were
they
to
were like
die for.
mutants.
They
Do you
were.
guys watch Shonda? Well, I don't know if everybody here knows who that is, but they are constantly eating like fruit and making me want fruit. Like,
They tasted like Concord grapes. That's how good they
yeah,
were.
and they were bigger than normal. Like blueberries are really
Yeah.
good. Like I always thought like I never ate blueberries like growing up or anything. Like that was just not something we bought. I don't know, maybe because we got the cheapy vegetables. I mean fruits. You know, like maybe they were like now like I wait for them to be on sale too. But like they actually taste like blueberry stuff that I've had. Like you ever like cheesecake with blueberry topping. That's the
Mhm.
extent
Mhm.
of what I had that as a blueberry. But I didn't think the actual blueberry tasted
I
like
didn't
that.
either.
Some of them don't, but you'll get that really sweet one that's at like the perfect,
We
you
started
know.
eating them together about what, 8 years ago, maybe. Because I didn't get blueberries either. I would get
It
grapes.
was that thing that DVD you got, that superfood
Yeah,
DVD.
we started trying blueberries, and it's like, oh, that as I got older, my tastes have changed. I like
Yeah.
stuff now that I did not used to like. I was not a big cheese eater. I would
And
eat
you
pizza, but now I admitted I like cheese. I'm like, okay, I
I
think
did
I
not
like cheese
understand
now.
that when I first met you. She was like, she would return the burger to the restaurant
I
if
still
it
don't
had
like
cheese
cheese on
on it,
burgers though.
and like, but she was like the biggest pizza eater that I like, big pizza fan.
Actually, I'll eat a cheeseburger. Like I'll eat a cheeseburger, but not
In a
beyond.
mood, you have
But
to be in a mood.
before we stopped eating meat, I would get a McDouble from McDonald's. Usually I would get my burgers without cheese, but every now and then I would go ahead and get a McDouble. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, because like
you
I
know,
like mayonnaise most of the time, lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise. But then sometimes I'd want that ketchup, mustard, that hamburger taste. I don't know what
I
McDonald's did
don't
to all of us.
like raw
Those little
cheese.
diced onions.
I raw cheese. Like on a sub, I don't like raw cheese. It's got to be melted. I don't get down with raw cheese at all. And I used to, when I was a kid, I used to always have a slice of cheese in my hand. That's probably why I don't
That's
eat
why you
raw
don't like it
cheese.
no more. I think
But
we eat so
yeah,
much stuff as a kid, it will make us like sick of it. Like I used to work at Royal Farms, and like literally the smell of that bread, because I used to go in with a hangover sometimes, or like getting up too early and you don't like feel like being there, and I would smell that bread. Where now it smells like, oh, it's delicious fresh bread. I don't even know if they have that anymore. They probably don't. I don't know, but they
probably
used to
not.
have like actual fresh bread. When we would come in, it would go into the oven and they would use that bread, and there was like the smell of it. There was some smell that like would gross me out, which most people would think is good. So that reminds me of you with the fake cheese. I mean the fake cheese. I'm thinking of vegan
Yeah, like a cold cut sub, I would never
cheese.
get cheese
The
on.
like the really,
Mm-hmm.
I like provolone. Italian cold cut.
Yeah, no cheese on the Italian coca. Most people get provolone on it, but no cheese for me on the Italian coca. Gotta have it plain. Well,
I
I
don't
don't eat
like
Italian
chicken
cold
and
cuts
cheese.
anymore. Yeah,
Ew,
right.
that's gross. I mean, I don't eat chicken anymore at all, but even if I was having a fake chicken, I would not have any
But
cheese
that
on it.
tofurkey, they've got the smoked ham, or is it smoked ham flavor and smoked turkey or something like that? But literally, you put that on a
Hickory, I think.
hickory. Okay, I put it on a wrap with some lettuce, tomato, and onion, and that vinaigrette, and it's Italian cold cut all over again.
Because I think what we don't realize is meat itself is not like doesn't taste good. Like if you just thought about like I took a dead cow or whatever, or like regular meat, like even ground meat you buy in the package, you do whatever it is that you do with it. Like if you're trying to make taco meat, you put taco seasoning on it. If you're trying to just have a burger, you're gonna have to put some salt and pepper and maybe some,
What's really gross is I
what is
used to
that
eat
seasoning you used to get? The one that tasted like, oh man, what is it?
grill
Not
mates,
seasonal, but it was what we put on the meat.
meat meat tenderizer.
It
What
came from McCormick, I think. Not meat tenderizer, but it was like it made it taste more like a steak or something.
grill mates?
Grill mates, yes. Like you have to season up your stuff. So like when you look at tofurkey, it like to me tastes just like lunch meat. Like let me know if I'm wrong, but I feel like most of the stuff is mental that we would think we had to have it an actual meat. That tofurkey
You
tastes
know
just
what I
like
used
a
to
cold cut
eat?
to me.
They used to have something called, well, they still do, but you can eat tartare, which is basically raw ground beef. I
Ew.
used to love that. Like my grandma, like when she would make hamburgers, she put some onion in it and some salt, pepper,
Like
and some
cookie dough.
ketchup. Right. And she'd give me a little ball of it, and I'd sit there and I'd munch out on raw ground beef.
Yeah. Have you met my friend Sal
I loved
McMillan?
it.
I'm just kidding. Isn't that like something you can get from like raw meat or something?
And then spicy tuna rolls reminded me of
Oh
that same
yeah.
taste,
But
but
you could do
now,
that with a chickpea, right?
well,
Like,
you could do it with a chickpea, but now I get that same taste from that guacamole. That's
mhm.
exactly what the guacamole tastes like to me, is that same taste that I got from that raw. And the fact that the red onion is in it, it even makes it more authentic. I get that same taste from that guacamole
If
that
you're
I
like
got
a
with the raw ground
creative
beef.
person and you like cooking, this is the best kind of cooking to do because you can actually come up with like you don't have to be like this boring cook. You're like coming up with flavors that taste like other flavors and like saving the animal at the same time and saving your health while you're coming up with these cool like recipes. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of cool if you get into it instead of like thinking about,
Oh,
oh,
remember
I
the
just
deviled
can't eat.
egg?
Yes, talk about the deviled egg. Tell that
Okay,
recipe.
so Tabitha Brown, she did a cheat code for deviled eggs. She put some white mushroom caps, she hollowed them out and put them in pickle brine that she had left over with black salt in there. Because remember, the black salt makes stuff taste like egg. So she would put some black salt, not a whole bunch of it because it's extremely salty. So you use a couple of shakes of it and you put some white mushroom caps and let them sit for 24 hours. And then you pull those out, and then she would mash up the chickpeas and put what you would normally put in yolk after you've boiled the egg. But for me, I did avocado because that taste was a lot more consistent with mashed up egg yolk. After you've boiled the egg, it tasted it the consistency. It was a lot more like egg. So I put black salt in the avocado and filled the mushroom cap with that. And I swear to God, I could have sworn I was eating a deviled egg. I mean, the paprika, everything. I was like, no way. I gave Jem one. She's like, that's a deviled egg. And it was a mushroom with avocado with black
And
salt.
that's something I missed, like I guess like I completely like cleared out of everything. I was like, I'm just eating one salad every night. I'm going all raw because Woody Harrelson told me to on his documentary that and I was like, the guy from
Woody said to
Cheers,
do it, damn it.
I'm doing it. And like it really like I got into it though. Like I think everything's about motivation. Like instead of thinking about, oh, well, I'm going to replace meat with
I ate
this,
it with
meat
you,
with that.
remember? I would
Yeah,
still eat meat during the day from time to time, but that salad, when she had that at night, in order to keep things harmonious, she would make me one too, and I would sit there and I'd eat. I got veggies in, and it just took me a little bit longer to say, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and eliminate the meat too. But I ate the salad with her.
it
That way,
took
I was
Gary
already
Yourofsky
on
or
that.
what is it? Gary Yourofsky? Is that it? I still remember
Yeah,
we were sitting at Panera Bread and I showed you this and I was like, "Have you ever seen this?" And like I felt so bad because she literally started crying and this she doesn't cry very often. Maybe rarely ever. You know what I mean? You'll tear up, but like
yeah.
the way that you cried when you saw that video, I
I
was
got
like
so
I
pissed
wanted to
off
take it back and pull it in and like I wished I had never showed her even though the whole like thing is how it impacted
because
me.
animals, and to see them abuse those cows like that, and I was so hurt for the cows. I'm like, there's no way. I mean, this one guy was literally just punching the cow in the head for no apparent reason at all. I mean, it shows you some crudball crap that they do to these
There's
animals.
one I just shared on the vegan knowledge page called Milk, and it literally shows like some terrible things that are happening to the cows. And I don't want anybody to watch it if you don't want to see anything graphic.
Yeah.
I don't watch stuff like this because I already know. But like literally, once you know,
They
you can't
abuse these
unknow.
animals. Some of these guys that get these jobs in these dairies are psychotic. I mean, they abuse they get a kick out. Like, you think people used to tip cat. These guys get their jollies abusing it's not just about the fact that they're slaughtering the animals and using them for their byproducts, their milk and their, but some of them are these assholes that are in there actually abusing these animals,
And using it as a way that they can because they're like, oh well, they're
taking out
gonna
their
die
anger. There's
anyway.
no reason to sit there and punch a cow in the head. That's crazy. That's nuts, dude.
I saw you like you were getting ready to laugh about punching a cow in
I'm
the
like the
head.
way I'm describing it, but
I
he
know.
was literally. It was like he was in a boxing match with Mike Tyson. I'm like, is he nuts? Why is he punching the cow? The
That's
cow's
what
not
got me,
fighting back.
Becca too. They take the babies from their moms. Like that hurt
Yeah,
me like at the end of that one video. I don't know if you've ever watched on my YouTube that I show on the very end where like I think that's what we don't realize is
what's
that
that?
babies like cows don't just milk. Like they don't just produce milk. Like I didn't really realize that early on. Like I didn't realize that a cow just doesn't like, oh, that's a milking cow, mommy. You know, it just milks. Like I didn't realize there was an actual being like having to be pregnant and having to take the baby for carry the baby for 9 months. Then on the ninth month, when they're ready to produce the milk, they take the baby from the mother, and we're all like, in a sense, if you've had a baby or you have a mother, you realize what kind of
I think we all have mothers.
yeah. It's late, I'm saying something doesn't half make sense, but I'm making some sense, right? But yeah, we all have a mama, and we know what it would be like when, like the baby would be taken
If you have a
away.
mother.
If you or a loved one has a mother, please
Artificial.
go plant based.
We're artificial.
And then Jesse said we love her punny ass. Oh, I said ass. Am I allowed to say ass? I was supposed to bleep it out. Dawn is gone. Like when it gets late, if you make her laugh, like she almost started laughing about punching the cow.
I
That's not
know
even
something that
funny.
literally made me bawl 2 years ago.
Well, good thing we were not
I'm
like
like,
in person because you ever
and trust
laugh
me,
at
it
like the
wasn't the
wrong
image that
time.
was making me laugh. It was just the way that I was describing it.
I know because I've been in person with you where somebody's being very serious and we're like trying to keep it together. And I bet you and Becca have that
You know
same
what this
like
is?
personality with each
This
other.
is 3 hours of sleep. Okay. For whatever reason, I remember watching Love is Blind last night, and
Why
fell
was that
asleep
on so late?
I fell asleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting in the chair watching it, and I fell asleep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I get up at 6:45 or 6:30 every morning to work to start, working out.
Which that was a whole
And
conversation in itself. I don't work until 9. Why are we getting up so early? Now I feel like, cool, I can get stuff done. That was
I'm
a
like,
whole
honey, I'm
different
gonna need
story.
you to be patient because I'm gonna need the alarm until my
I'm like,
biological
why
clock
is there
takes
an
over.
alarm going off?
I get it out of the way early, man. And I'm like, last night I was up till like 3:30 just watching TikTok, like just
TikTok
scrolling.
is addictive.
It
Jessica was
is.
just sharing with me a bunch of cool stuff about these follow things, and like I didn't
Oh
realize how
yeah, she
addictive
was
it
telling
was.
me about that. I
I
gotta
left
do
our
that.
burgers sitting out without even putting them in the oven for like 45 minutes while I was making a I am the gay cousin video, trying to get the words exactly matched up with it. It's like it is very addictive.
I love doing that. I love lip syncing to those. I will spend 2 hours until I get it literally like you can't tell if I'm saying it or not. I mean, obviously, if it's, if it's a female voice, but if it's a male voice, but still, it's even better when you can do the male voice and do it spot on.
You should do stuff that's not even like, I feel like the funny ones too, like if you do something that, like you said, like if it's a male voice or something that doesn't even seem like, I'm trying to find something totally off the wall. Maybe I
I
should be British.
redid the fucking snacks one today with the baby face
Ooh,
effect.
I beat you out of that cuss word. Oh
You
yeah, the
better
baby
give me
one.
some fucking snacks. I'm gonna beat your ass.
Mhm.
I love that one.
That was a baby face that they had on there. It looks like,
There's a baby face effect where it makes your cheeks really pudgy.
oh yeah, I saw the
If you do, you're not gonna get beat ass. But if you don't,
oh yeah, I know that one.
I
Yours
think
are
Brooke did
very
that
good.
one.
I feel like I could like continue to do them, and then like there's a part of it that like I know I look like I'm catching up with the phrase, and I just give up. Like, okay, I gotta, go do this or that or eat or something, and I'm like, okay, that's good enough. And then when I'm watching it though, I try to make it. I start thinking like, that doesn't look like I was right
I'm
on.
starting to try to create sounds
Yeah, like
like the one with the kindness for weakness. It's like I want some people doing some of my slogans.
that was
Mm,
the Chinese one. You did that.
yeah,
You did the Chinese food yourself.
I did the Chinese food and I did the kindness for
I
weakness.
thought that sounded like
That's
your
actually
voice.
me. Yeah, that's actually me.
I'm gonna do it. But then we sound alike kind of anyway.
Yeah, we do. I remember hearing a video of you back in the day, and I'm like, I thought that was me talking in the background, and it was you. I'm like, I couldn't tell.
So what are we oh wait, I've got some more comments here, and then we're going to talk about what are we going to try, like try one thing that we've talked about before next Monday, like whether it's Hellman's vegan mayo, and I always pick that one because that one shocked the what out of me. I could not believe that that mayonnaise tasted like mayonnaise because I thought I had to give up mayonnaise. Like I literally went and ate salads for like 6 months until I got to the Chipotle and they had sofritas, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is
You
so
know what
good."
did it? I feel like it's my fault that I got us off on that because when you
The
showed me the
potatoes.
Gary Yourofsky video, remember I rewound it. I said, Jen, he's got this whole section where he's talking about this plant-based stuff that we can get because we literally ate salads for like a year for dinner, which was fine. I was cool with it. I was down with it. But I'm like, you know what? Let's mix it up. He's got some good suggestions. Let's and we reroute. We what did I we rewound that part of the video and literally watched the brands that he named and looked at the packages and started looking for the stuff in the stores. And we
And they were
found it.
probably crappy compared to what we get now.
Well, we
Even
now
then,
we got some good stuff from him. He gave us Gardein.
Gardein
Yep.
tofurkey.
Tofurkey. We got a lot of stuff from that video. So it's like, and then we started trying it in the stores. We didn't even know the stuff existed. And that helped get us out of just eating the whole foods. But now we got to get the veggies back in there because it's addictive. You can get off on that too.
That's all I bought tonight, so we're gonna have to like we're probably gonna be in like rehab tonight.
I'm down. I'm needing it.
No, I think too that you don't have to like like I like having that part that you just said, like you don't have to give up stuff that you used to have, because I think it's like a lot of comfort foods that people are afraid to give up, like, oh, I don't know, like my family has spaghetti every Sunday. I don't want to
hmm
have to lose that, but you don't. You just
That vegan
create it.
spaghetti is so good
I
that we make.
know. It's making me want spaghetti. Now I wish I had bought
I
that.
know, I brought it up the other day.
You
It's
did
because
like
they've got
twice
the
now.
vegetable noodles that taste just like regular spaghetti, and of course, spaghetti sauce is vegan.
And spaghetti
Okay.
noodles are vegan too, but I like these veggies, the ones that are like the green and different color ones that like they're actually really good. And it's like when we
And
were
the
talking about the
Gardein meatballs, they're so
yes,
good.
Gardein meatballs, I use ragu simply, but you don't have to use that, but I just like ragu sauce. As long as it doesn't have like you can look at the back of it because sometimes stuff will trick you up. It'll look like we got barbecue chips one time that actually had milk derivatives in the barbecue chips. Now, why would you put milk in barbecue chips? I don't know. But like if somebody's trying to literally get off all dairy to get rid of their allergies, I would suggest definitely looking at the back of all the packages cuz like Folgers one time said it was made like coffee beans had like some type of milk they were made in a facility with milk or something. I'm like, I don't want anything to do with it. There's no need to put milk in my coffee unless I'm doing it. But like the cool thing about it is
I
you can
had a dream there were milk in my
in my
coffee,
coffee.
milk in my coffee.
Where else
And
can you get this kind of entertainment on a Monday? You got and you can actually sing. Like we called my uncle to sing happy birthday and I like put her face up to the phone closer so that it could sound like it sounded good. But
I had
I
somebody
think
on TikTok say, "When are you gonna start singing?" I'm like, "I'm not." She's like,
you
"You
should
better."
though. You should definitely sing. You should put your talents out there.
I'd rather play drums. I'll do some drumming.
Well, we'll listen to that too then. You can drum and sing. You could overlay it. I'm gonna do Dawn's guacamole and hummus, some kind of tofu stir fry, and Becca's gonna come eat here. And Jess said, I got a filter around JJ, but noted not necessary for Dawn.
What
TikTok
happened?
is a bad habit. I did a video today and it took 30 minutes to do a 10-second video, she said. I believe it. It took her 30 minutes to do a 10-second video. Look at what it takes you. We were just talking about the edit a video. Like imagine a 2-minute video with all the stuff that you put together.
Did she say she had a filter?
I got I don't know. That one might need to clarify because I think I read them out of order. So let me start from the beginning. Yep, TikTok is bad habit. I did a video today that took 30 minutes to do a 10-second video, and then she said, haha. But see, we don't know what we were saying when she said that. So I got a filter around JJ, but noted, not necessary for Dawn. Basically, like she doesn't need to filter for you. Did she cuss? Did you cuss?
Probably.
That's probably what it was. I don't cuss. My mom doesn't know I cuss, so I can't. Oh, Rebecca said, yeah, she's talking about her potty mouth. I didn't even hear you cuss. Yes,
My
you
potty
cuss.
mouth?
Yes. I will. I'm ready to
I'm a
potty.
bad girl with that. I can be. I've improved, but yeah, I can be pretty bad.
I think it gets worse as it gets later when you get tired or
Mhm.
like giddy.
I'm on 3 hours of sleep.
3 hours. Well, wait a minute. Let's go back to this. What were you doing? What were you
I was
watching?
I was watching Love Is Blind, right? We were eating dinner watching that, and then you went to bed and I kept watching it, and then
I
I
always go to bed
drifted
right after
off.
dinner.
I know. And then I drifted off in the chair and I woke up. I I must have been asleep for about an hour. So then I woke up, it was like 3:30 in the morning.
Oh my goodness. Thank God you didn't
And
tell me what time it was.
I got in bed and I started scrolling TikTok. And next thing I know,
You
it's
gotta
like
put the phone down. Like that's the problem. We can't keep
that's
phones
it.
in bed.
Well, I have to because I listen to my affirmations while I'm sleeping. But before I do, sometimes I'll just scroll. And if you get started,
Yeah,
you
you
just
can't
gotta
stop.
keep
That's
going,
what TikTok does to you. That's why it's not like Facebook where I can scroll and then I'm like, I'm done scrolling. It just the video pops on and it's like right in your face, and then you try to get rid of it. You try to swipe up, and another video comes on, and then you're like,
Yeah,
"No, I'm
swiping
done."
up.
I'm trying to close the app. If you're new with it like me, then another video comes on, and next thing you know, you went from like, I don't even know
Oh,
the
you go through
progression of
20
these,
of them before you catch yourself.
but I don't feel like they all match up. Like if I'm watching something about something, it doesn't bring me something else. Like I might see like a little kid, talking funny, and then the
And
next
then you get
video is a
addicted to
vegan person,
making them.
then a lesbian person, and then, the cousin video, and then the potato salad video. Like I'm like, what in the world is going on? There's no like I can't just go on there like I could Google something and be like, I just want to look at, you know, Chinese food recipes. I don't know.
And then you
Um,
get addicted to making them.
and then Rebecca said, "LOL, not Dawn, Jess. I have a potty mouth of a sailor." Jen said, and then Rebecca said, "I am a sailor," and then Jess said, "Yeah, I'm a sailor for sure. Totally a dude minus the appendage." Thanks, Jen. Oh, and then Jess said, "We all said the same shit. I cussed just because I read it. Just so you know, YouTube. I didn't say that on purpose." That is hilarious. Oh, wait. But I was getting ready to say something about how excited I was. Oh, the salad thing. So, like, when I first started doing the salads, I would cut all the veggies up and I would like shred the carrots. And, like, I mean, this thing was big. I think I share that picture sometimes where I have that salad bigger than me. And then I would take like, a piece of spinach and I would put some of the mung bean sprouts, spinach, TikTok. You're scrolling TikTok. You're trying to get me hooked on TikTok. My phone's dead though, so if I haven't typed a response, that's why. And then I take like this, like put it all in like the little spinach piece of spinach and wrap it up, and then I would dip it in like two different kinds of dressings and eat it. And like literally, I would like eat like just this salad is making me excited to eat it because it was like I was an ordeal. It was like
I
an
I
event.
don't know. I don't like to spinach much time making that salad.
Oh, you totally took that. You know that was corny. Get it?
Ah, Cordy.
Oh man, this has been so much fun. But we are probably starving, all of us.
Yeah. I'm ready to
Wait,
go.
comment if have you already ate tonight? Anybody? Or are we all getting ready to have dinner? Are we eating plant-based dinners? Because I still have to eat and cook.
Vegan band names. Corn.
Oh, that's good. Comment if you know one. I feel like there's no band called Avocado. Wait, there
Red
any
Hot
other?
Chili Peppers.
Oh my gosh. You just thought of the
This
only
is
other one.
fun.
There's gotta be more. Wait, that's the only two. I'm not good at this one. I'm usually good at trivia stuff. Red Hot Chili Peppers, corn, Limp Biscuit. Oh wait, biscuits can be vegan,
Yeah, biscuits can be
but
vegan.
it's not a vegetable. Did you say vegan? What did you say?
Bread. Bread's a group.
Oh, it is. I see. I didn't know. I thought you wanted to know if
But
we had
it
bread.
all depends on what kind of bread though. So that's
Yeah,
questionable.
definitely not potato bread. Oddly enough, potato bread is not vegan. Smashing Pumpkins.
Smashing pumpkins!
Yes! Ding
How
ding
did
ding
we
ding
miss
ding ding ding.
that?
Jen wins two meatless Mondays in a row. First send coffee, now smashing pumpkins. Um, Jen said I ate nothing. That's my dinner.
Good
Rebecca said
girl.
I'm in bed. LOL. But are you going to eat after you? Are you going to get up from bed? You got to have a snack. Eat something vegan. How about Wait, there's got to be more bands.
I know.
Oh my goodness, this is a problem. This is going to like I'm going to be trying to go to sleep tonight thinking about these. It's going to help put me to sleep too. Let's see. Now, I don't even want to talk in this live stream. I want to just go through the alphabet like A, B, C. Look, we're silent. Like,
I can't think of anything.
I know. Okay, so if you're watching this and you actually made it to the whole end, please comment some band names that are like vegetables,
Vegans.
vegetable band names, right? Or vegan.
Vegan band names.
But Bisquick biscuits are vegan. Oreo cookies are vegan. There is no band with that. Lamb of God.
Are you trying to be funny? We
Let's
don't
see.
do meat here.
It's vegan lamb. Five Finger Death Punch. Ooh, what kind of name is that? Do you know that band?
Wow. I've heard of that.
Grateful Dead. Iron and Wine. Now that is spinach and wine, I bet. Iron and Wine is a band too. Like I'm so out of the loop. I need to get into some I need to look up band names. But definitely I want to thank everyone for coming. I am
The
going to go
Beatles.
make
You could
some.
eat beetles. Some people eat beetles for
Oh right,
protein.
Beatles. But that's not vegan. Wouldn't it be eating a live thing?
What am I talking about? Oh my god, my bad. See, it's late.
Bowling for soup. It depends what kind of soup, right? Or who are these bands that you're listening to? I never heard of any of these. I'm like old school, right? Like Led Zeppelin. What is a Led Zeppelin?
I
Is
feel
that some
like
kind of vegetable?
peas. What isn't there
Oh,
been
wait,
peas?
Black Eyed Peas.
Black eyed peas.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm like I feel like
I
peas
thought of
isn't a band
one.
name. Okay.
Finally, I knew there was more vegetables. That's all I could. That's all I got though. Black Eyed Peas. I mean, they were. I remember when I loved them in the Super Bowl.
You had a Super Bowl of black eyed peas.
I think my Walmart actually came this Monday. It said it's delivered. We have water, pinto beans, and bread. Sugar
Cool.
loaf. Wait, what's that? Sugar, sugar, sugar. You know who I'm thinking of? Not sugar loaf, but something was just coming to me. It's a rapper. Sugar.
Sugar.
No.
Sugar.
Sugar?
Um. Oh my god. I kind of know what you're talking about, but I'm
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray.
Thank you.
Right, the band.
I was thinking of Leonard, and then I'm like, am I thinking boxers?
Ooh,
Oh, I
away, away, away. Remember he was on
know.
Celebrity Big Brother.
Sugar Ray?
Yeah, the guy from that.
Celebrity Big Brother. And then we were talking about Boy George was on Celebrity
Celebrity Apprentice.
Fiona Apple. Nice.
Ah, Fiona
Pearl
Apple.
Jam. Yeah, pearls are definitely vegan. Becca
Pearl
said, Jen, I
Jam.
think I might love you. You know all the music. I need to get into some of these bands because I didn't even know there was a band called Iron and Wine, but I'm very interested. The name has already reeled me in. Although I don't iron my clothes, but I do like spinach has iron. So I guess it could be vegan. Some wines are actually not even vegan, believe it or not.
Really? How's that even possible?
They use some kind of animal byproduct in them. Spice Girls! Yes!
There you
Dawn, we have to,
go.
can we start calling ourselves the Spice Girls? We could be the new ones.
Spice is nice.
That was a good one, Spice Girls. Yeah, I agree, Becca. That was good. Now wait, I need to think of one more. I want to be the last one. Did we
Nope.
say Dawn? You have to think of one. Wait a minute, who's one? I think. Wait a minute. Fiona Apple, Jess had Pearl Jam, Jen. I don't know. Jen and Becca are going at it. Jen's got a lot of them. This is a competition.
Is there something with cinnamon in it?
I felt like there was, but then it was like Spice Girls.
Right.
But
Spice
Cinnamon's
Girls.
like a song by the Beatles, right?
Well, Cinnamon Girl was is like Neil Young.
Oh, Neil Young.
We could do songs too.
Yes, let's do
Haha. Let's go off on a tangent.
Tangerine.
Wait a minute. Tangerine Dream.
Mhm.
Isn't that a band?
Is it? I don't know. Wait a minute. There's one called. Wait a minute. Remember that song? Moving to the country. I'm gonna eat
Gotta
a
eat a
lot of
lot of
peaches.
peaches.
I don't know what that one's called, but that one definitely has peaches in it. Vanilla Ice. Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Look, we're just gonna give you the prize. You win.
We give up.
We give up. She wins. Vanilla
Ding
Ice
ding ding
takes
ding
the
ding
cake.
ding ding
I love
ding
Vanilla
ding
Ice
ding
too.
ding ding.
He was on some kind of show recently.
Dancing with the Stars.
Flavor Flav.
But is it a food though?
It depends what flav you're looking for.
Mhm.
Okay, bands that have. Wait, I already did Black Eyed Peas. That's all I got. What is Black Eyed Peas? What is that song I'm thinking of? It was like a wake up song, like a
Let's
motivating
get it
song.
started in here.
Yeah.
Let's get it started in here.
Ah, definitely. All right, I guess we will end the stream, but we have so many good things to do like next Monday now. Everybody has to try some of these plant-based things. So what I'm going to do is in the comments, I'm going to post the link to the vegan knowledge group in Facebook if you're in Facebook, and then come on there and we're going to put up the like let's do a recipe of the week and everybody tries it and let me know what you think or products of the week. That'll be fun. And that way we'll have like something to come on Veggie Tales. Is that like a
Mhm.
kids show? I feel like Veggie Tales sounds like a
Veggie
kids show.
tables.
But there's got to be more. Like I feel like I'm going to be cooking and googling like all kinds of bands that start with veggies.
Somebody give me a Kevin Bacon name too.
Oh, wow. That's funny that you said that because you know when I did that thing with
And he's
Tabitha
that's
Brown
not a vegan name. Yeah.
today, I found a actual sticker that I put on the newsletter. It was a strip of bacon with Kevin Bacon's head going up and down it, like you know how bacon cooks. It's like simmering. His head was like simmering up and down with the bacon. And I was like, I thought about you. So this girl can connect Kevin Bacon to anybody.
I am a proclaimed
360
six
degrees.
degree Kevin Bacon champ.
What is it? 6 degrees of separation?
6 degrees
I just said
Of
360.
Kevin Bacon.
Okay, so give her a name of any celebrity and she will connect him to Kevin Bacon. Go ahead.
Well, any
Oh,
actor,
cake. Cake is a band. You're right.
but aren't
Oh,
there eggs
Janetta
in cake?
said she did the chickpea salad and it was wonderful.
Oh, nice. Congrats. Welcome to the club.
Carrot Top. Comedians. Okay, Carrot Top. Can you connect him to Kevin Bacon?
I'm sure I can.
She says she's sure she can. Bread is a band. Sausage Party, that movie. Oh my gosh. Let me try to link that. Get it? Did anybody get my sausage link? Sex and Candy. I've got sex and.
Nice.
Wait, that's not vegan. Yeah, I was gonna say who did the sausage party, but it could be. Oh, Beyond Sausage. Speaking of that, dude, they have Beyond Sausage that is so good. Like literally, if you have this, like how you put the sausage, like you're at a state fair, and you put it in the bun, and you've got like the peppers and onions on it. Like that's like the bratwurst that they have, and they've got hot Italian. I don't like hot Italian; it's too hot. Sweet Italian, which is really good, and then they've got like regular bratwurst, which I like because I'm like, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, where it's like, oh, this bed's too soft, this one's too hard, and then like there's that one in the middle. And I think it might be because my birthday's right in the middle of the month. I'm trying to go with this new psychological theory I've got going on, that if you're like the middle of the road kind of person, it's because your birthday's in the middle of the month. But I don't know if that's true. Man's sausage equals man's carrots. See how I made it vegan? Yeah, I see what you did there. I'm not sure if I carrot. Oh, get it. I keep wanting to use that joke. Okay, so did like that carrot bacon was interesting, and the carrot hot dog is interesting, but I just rather buy light life. Man's sausage equals man's carrots. Jen's already making stuff vegan over here. Wait, I feel like I missed some comments down here. What did you used to watch in church, Becca? What is in church? What are we talking about? Cocoa melon. I
A
thought you were talking about
Cocomelon.
man's sausage. I'm like, what is this church? We need to revisit it. We need to revisit that church. Okay, so
Take me to church.
I'm gonna do a remember my top dairy replacements, but I'm gonna do the meat replacements. But beyond burgers, beyond sausage, like beyond whether it's the sausage or not, not the carrots, is good. We got the Gardein products. I can't wait to do this video for you guys next week. I'm gonna have it done by next week. I'm gonna promise. I feel like we went off on a big tangent. I just see a bunch of laughy faces. I feel like I'm missing something. Cocomelon, and Dawn just completely left to go find Kevin Bacon or wherever she went. What are we connecting? We
Carrot
need
Top.
Potato Head. Carrot Top. That's right. Did Carrot Top even ever play in a movie?
Yeah, I'm looking through stuff now.
Oh, what about movies that are vegan? We could do that too.
Mm-hmm.
Um, let's see. Do I know me? Like, why don't they have any plant-based movies?
Fried green tomatoes.
Oh, that's it. You win. Pineapple Express. Good one. I'm not good at this game. I'm good at other games. I want to play something different. Does anyone like Connect 4? Tic Tac Toe? Because making plant movies and songs is obviously not my thing. Pineapple Express. Wow, that was a good one. Wait a minute. I'm going to think of another one. Forrest Gump. Is that? No, that's not a fruit or a vegetable. It's a man's name. I forget. Remember one time we were at work and somebody was like, "What's Forrest Gump?" I remember someone saying, and I was like, "What? You don't know what Forrest Gump is?" Food Inc. Oh, good one. My aunt made me watch that at 13. I've never seen that. Oh no, that's not the name of the movie. Did anybody ever watch What the Health? That is a good one to watch. I don't know what Food Inc. is. What is Food Inc.? Is that like a it's a kids show? if you watched it at 13, or is it about food? I'm scared because Jessica started laughing. And Becca said, I remember that. I'm scared. What is it? What is Food Inc? Food Incorporated. Is it like scary, like when they looked at the McDonald's food, what it does to people? No, kids. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. What is going on here? We're talking about. Oh, it shows you slaughterhouses. Jeez, it whiz. And your aunt made you watch it at 13? Was your aunt a vegan or vegetarian or something? Or was it like a good thing about slaughterhouses? Like, this is how we get our meat. Because, you could have like two kinds of shows. Like we went to a, oh, good, she is. I figured that was like, wait a minute, they can't be showing like the positive side of a slaughterhouse. I don't even know how that's possible, but maybe. Because when I was a kid, like we went on a field trip to the butcher shop when we were in like third or second grade, I still remember, but I didn't know anything about what was going on then. I didn't connect it to the animal. This would be a bomb ass TikTok live rant.
Mhm.
I want to do a TikTok live, but I don't think I
We
have
should.
enough
I
people.
think we're talking about doing
No
some
one can
live
do it.
rants.
What is live rant? Is that like a thing, or does it just mean alive? Look, I sound like an old
It's
lady.
pretty
I
much
don't know
a
what
lot.
it is. Jesse has to teach me TikTok stuff. But like it was funny the other day we were watching. I don't know if Brooke is still on. She might have already left to go to sleep, but she had my mom on there and she was just scrolling through TikTok, looking at TikTok, and she put one of those weird faces on her.
Hmm.
Do you remember that one?
I do.
So she said that she is vegan. That is pretty cool that you had an aunt that was a vegan. Like my little sister told people about it. Like my mom pulled up to drop something off. Like I think it was like this movie that what was it? Like I don't know what it was. It was either a movie or something that she was dropping off for my uncle, who let her borrow it and he was coming to visit us, so she was giving it back or whatever. And so she pulls up out front and like Lily is telling the lady that's with my mom, and she's like, I have to go to the bathroom. Can I go? Like he says to the lady that's with them, do you have to go to the bathroom? And she's like, no. And she's like, do you know they're vegans? Like it was so interesting to her. Remember that? Like she talked about us like we were from the planet Vega.
Hmm.
Bad vegan fame fraud fugitives. What's that? Ratatouille. What is bad vegan fame fraud fugitives? Is that something you made up or is that real? I feel like this whole children of the corn. Yes. I knew what it was, even though it said children of the cotton by mistake. It was autocorrect. I knew as soon as I saw children of the first thing that comes out is corn. Corn is like one of my favorite. Oh, let
Okay,
me.
so I just linked Carrot Top.
Uh oh, she did it. All right, let's hear it. How did this turn into a? Because carrot is vegan. I get it. Okay,
Okay,
let's do
so
it.
Carrot Top was in a movie called Chairman of the Board, with who also had in it an actress named Courtney Thorne Smith, who we might remember from Melrose Place as Allison.
I do.
Um, yeah, Courtney Thorne Smith was also in Lucas with Winona Ryder, right? Winona Ryder was in Beetlejuice. Now I'm doing this off the top of my head. Winona Ryder was in Beetlejuice with Michael Keaton, and Michael Keaton was in Batman with Jack Nicholson, who was in A Few Good Men with Kevin Bacon. All I needed was to link him with one person, and I just kind of took it from there.
You had me at hello. So wait, where did Carrot Top start?
So Carrot Top was in a movie called Chairman of the Board. He wasn't in
Oh,
that
that's
many
where it was.
movies, but he was in Chairman of the Board with Courtney Thorne Smith. Courtney Thorne Smith was in Lucas with Winona Ryder, and Winona Ryder was in Beetlejuice with Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was, and you could probably cut that off because somewhere in there somebody was probably directly in a movie with Kevin Bacon. But I'm going with where my brain is taking me. But yeah, Winona Ryder was in Beetlejuice with Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton was in Jack Nicholson. In Batman, Jack Nicholson was with Kevin Bacon in A Few Good Men. I can always link any guy or woman to Kevin Bacon within the past, I don't know, 50 years. Well, no, even before that. I think I linked somebody from the 20s to him
You
at
did
one
one
point.
time. I don't know how you did that, but you did. But like it was like a thing.
A
We
Few
had
Good Men, dude. It has Tom Cruise, Demi Moore, Jack Nicholson, Cuba Gooding Jr. Do you know how many people those people alone acted with? Jack Nicholson, for Christ's sake. Okay. And you put him in a movie with Kevin Bacon. That means you can pretty much link any
right.
and everybody to Kevin Bacon just from those people alone who they've acted with. And you could
It's like a
probably do
tree, right?
yeah.
Like a family tree of actors coming
And
off of
because they
that
all
movie.
acted with Kevin Bacon, you could probably do 6 degrees of Jack Nicholson,
Like I could
Tom
do six
Cruise.
degrees of JJ. Okay,
I could
let's
do
try
six
it.
degrees of our kitchen right now. I'm starving.
I know. Well, let's go with okay, Jessica Carroll. Jessica works with JJ, so now she knows Dawn. I did it. Wait,
It
but
worked.
Jess said, I think me and Dawn have enough followers to go live on TikTok. Yeah, I think you guys do. Because
Let's do it.
Jessica has like 9 million, right? And then you have like 9 million.
Yeah, right.
I just use 9 million as like an example.
Nine's
But
a good number. Let's
I'm
do
getting
it.
there. What, how do you, like, when is a good time to go TikTok live? Like, what day? I think it's a good idea. I think TikTok Live is probably would generate more like outside followers even to jump in on the conversation too because it's more
And then maybe I
popular.
could finally get my YouTube channel to 1,000 subscribers. I'm just over the halfway point. I'm
What are
at
you at 585?
584.
Do you guys all subscribe to her channel? Just go on there, J&J Video too. I mean, I think
J and
most
J
people
Video
here
Reacts.
J&J Video reacts. Jen said I
It's
suck on TikTok. No, you don't. I don't think you suck on TikTok. You probably have more followers than me. I'll throw
Is that even
Sawyer on there.
possible to suck on TikTok?
I'm gonna
I'm not
generate some
gonna go
followers.
there.
And she's a nice, awesome Dawn. Just said, I'll throw Sawyer on there and the baby star. Yes. Well, he was on a commercial you shared with me. Her little boy was on a commercial
Really?
before. Yeah, so like I put Menu the cat on TikTok. I have all these TikToks. Well, not all these. I only did like 5 so far. I'm brand new. But the one that Menu is yawning has like 272 views in like 3 days and I'm like, "What in the world? The cat yawning. That's all I needed.
Oh my God, let me see
I'm
my
going to be
duet
famous
because
from
I
the
did a
cat yawning."
duet with that where I had her growling.
Oh, you did a duet, right?
Yeah.
And she made the cat growl. Sawyer is really cute though. I mean, what do you expect with a birthday like January 15th?
The growls got 237.
Wow. I don't even understand how these. I have like 39 followers. I don't know how they're even finding the video to watch it.
That's funny. The baby face fucking snacks has
Uh
190, and I
oh,
just
there goes
put
the
that on there.
language.
I'm sorry.
That is a really cool Prince poster behind you.
Did somebody say
Oh
that?
my gosh. Dude, wait. You have to do it. She just said you can't handle the truth. Dawn can do the whole reenactment of it. Do it.
I actually have that on TikTok.
I know, but do it just live.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god.
Just
Okay.
get into it.
Um,
Get in character.
how does he start it? He's like, did you order the code red? Wait a minute. He's like, how the hell did it start? You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded with men with guns. Who's going to do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you could possibly fathom. You you weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know, that Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about it, parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like code, honor, loyalty. We use these words as a backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who wait a minute, to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I would just rather you said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
Did
Did
you
you
order
order
the
the
code
car?
red?
Did you? I did the job. Did you order the car? You goddamn right I did.
I told you, dude, if she got on a roll, dude, it was crazy. That was crazy. So it says that was
Has
insane.
wait a minute, hold on. I got one more.
Look, did you
Did
see how
anybody
she's
see
like with the
Yentl?
engine revving up? She started getting warm. When I knew when you said who's gonna do it, you were like on
Has
it.
anybody seen the movie Yentl with Barbara Streisand
Oh
back in
my
the day?
god. Well, I hope so. It's like well, I'm not gonna say I hope so, but I've definitely seen it because you showed it to me.
I did show it to you.
So, Jen put something on there. Oh, is that the thing? Can we click it? Can we watch it? Let me see if I can. What
What?
will it go on the thing? It might just go onto my phone, but we'll play
What?
it on the next live. The is that the commercial with Sawyer in it? Becca said she got chills from your commentary. And Jess said, just let me know, ladies. I'll do one for y'all. Becca can be on the screen with me, and JJ can be on screen with Dawn. Okay,
Oh,
cool. And then
cool.
Jen said, I'll be in the comments. Oh, come on. Come live, Jen.
When do you guys want to do it?
I know. I'm free, like, except I think I work at night on Wednesday and Thursday.
What about doing it tomorrow night for Takeover Tuesday?
But how
I
are
mean,
you going to do your
but
show?
you can still do a live TikTok at the same time you do YouTube live. I see people do that all the time.
I'm cool with that. 'Cause I don't work tomorrow night. I only work Wednesday and Thursday. Pump day. Sorry, I got excited already. Jen said I'm down. Jesse, oh, that I already read that. I'm like rereading comments
You're
right
getting
now.
sleepy. I can tell by your
I'm
voice.
getting sleepy and hungry. You can tell by my voice, right? We got to eat because now we have to get up for Takeover Tuesday. We've got
Yes.
lives to do. We've got
We've
lives. You
got
heard
lives
it.
to live.
We've got lives to live. I had so much fun tonight.
Me
I'm
too.
gonna be talking about this all day tomorrow.
I love you guys. I like I already know you guys anyway. Because I
I know.
get to hear about you on this end. I feel like
Je-
I've been working there as long as Jen has. I know everybody that worked there that has come and gone.
yes, she does. She knows, like, I don't know, like
Yeah, I know
who's
people's
somebody I used.
quirks. I know everything about everybody, good and bad.
Right. Like, remember the one girl I told you was like three different people?
Monica, remember the
Yeah,
Monicas? We call them the Monicas.
she's not here anymore, so I could say it, right? I'd be like, Monica's a different person. Like, I don't know. I just feel like something shady was going on there. It was like
They were switching out.
we were switching people out.
One paycheck for three people.
That was pretty cool. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, Jessica said, "Be prepared. My TikTok is be unfiltered. Sorry in advance." Yeah, so is my TikTok. I only have five
Yes.
videos, but it's a big variety of who I am. I
I
want to
don't
talk
like
about
filters.
plant-based and saving people's lives. I'm a goofy jokester. I have a cat. Like, it's a good variety of me. But your TikTok, I've seen a couple of your TikToks. They're good. Beach trip coming up, Jen said. Definitely. Just don't want to come this time of year. Probably it's getting cold unless you came exactly today, because today was warm. But you know
Indian
what?
summer.
November is a weird month.
No
You,
food, no food November.
the only coldest day ever was the wedding day. Remember that? It was like so nice the rest of the year. Um, Becca said, "Don't tell my secrets." LOL. Becca, you don't have any secrets. I love how open you are. Look, Becca, if she doesn't get something or wants to like make a mistake of something, she'll say it just like me. I'll be like, I don't know what the heck's going on here. I need so, I need someone to help me. No filters. Not unless
No.
it's I put that filter on one time today. It said makeup, right? Oh my goodness. Like, but it made my mouth like the size of my head. Like, I guess I put one on was like Botox or something. Like,
I'm like, what's it, a Botox filter?
I don't know. It said pucker up. I thought it was gonna give me lipstick because I was like, what do I look like in lipstick? And oh my god, my face like took over my head. Jessica said I work tomorrow night. I got to be able to get Becca here or me there. Okay, so whatever night.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be tomorrow.
But we could even do it at the. Well, your show usually comes on at like what 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah. If I'm running late for 7:30, I just make it 8 o'clock. But generally, I like doing around 7:30. But yeah, come. Hey, I'll put the link down if you guys can't find it. In this stream.
Just tell them Jen from Quality said you could take off and log into email the whole time. Just kidding. Don't say that. I was trying to get everybody to take like JJ. You can't have people take off to go on TikTok live.
Listen, we could all make careers out of it. We can get monetized. They don't pay you guys enough anyway.
Ooh,
Yeah, low
ooh,
blow.
low blow.
Let's
We're
all
going on
make some
strike.
social media money so you guys can leave that cheap ass place because they do not pay
Hey,
you
hey,
guys.
hey! That's my
I know.
favorite
I
place
don't
to
have a
be.
filter either. I can say it because I don't work there.
And we never said the name of it, so we can't.
Yep.
We can't. I
Yeah. I won't be that
it's
stupid.
a little bit of money, but it's still money, so I don't want to lose it altogether. I love this place I work. It's so beautiful.
I
I love
know.
the people I work with.
I love the people you work with.
I know, right? Like, I'd volunteer here. I pretty much do after hours sometimes.
I don't know that our
But
landlord would be cool with that, but I mean, you could try it.
No, but I really do believe this though, and I know I'm eternal optimist. If I continue to do what I'm passionate about, eventually the money will come to me.
That's how
I'm gonna
karma
keep saying
works.
that
That's how it
while we're
works.
living on the beach. Just kidding.
Are we ready for the closing credits? Because I'm starving.
Me too, and I have pinto beans and vegetables that are prepared to be cooked. Now I just wish it was like last week and the Beyond Burger was showing up at the door from DoorDash.
I know.
Right? Like now I'm all into this veggie thing tonight thinking I'm gonna get started early. I'm like the live is from 8:45 to 9. It's like 5 hours after that. But I was having so much fun I couldn't cut it off. And then we ended up on a Kevin Bacon tangent. And I'm a vegan channel with Kevin Bacon. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get kicked out of the vegan neighborhood because I talked about bacon the whole time. Ugh.
The
We have to
vegan
change
channel
the
with
name.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin
Oh my god.
Plant-based bacon. That's crazy. How did this happen? I don't even like his name anymore. The pig.
Oh
Rebecca said Dawn is speaking to my soul.
my
I wish you guys could hear the voice. Like I love the southern accent that you guys have. I can't wait
god.
for Dawn to hear you guys. Um, Dawn's Dawn, my spirit animal. Me, Becca, and Dawn have no filter. This could get interesting. Right, I got to keep all of you guys in line. Like, I mean, this is a lot
Is
for
that
me.
even possible? Is
I had
that
one
even
child, now I've got
possible?
five. I'm always like, I see it like starting to heat
I'll
up.
walk the line.
It's like,
That
hey,
is a good movie. Walk the Line is excellent. I saw it for the first time like a couple weeks ago, and I kept hearing about it through the years, and I never caught
isn't
it.
that
And I
Johnny
caught it.
Cash?
Yes, and it's actually free on YouTube
Is
if
that
you
his real
type it in.
name? Do you know from that movie?
Yeah, actually.
His real name is Cash?
Yeah, yeah.
See, that's kidding. I want to change my name to that. Jenny Cash.
No, 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 no. Now I'm thinking, no, I think it might be something else, and he made up Cash. I can't remember.
I
I
knew
need
his
more
name
blueberries
wasn't
in my
Cash.
life.
Nobody's name is that cool. Except for Jessica Carroll, JC. She's got the same initials as Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but you got JJ. Come on.
Right. Yeah,
Jen
that is
Judd.
pretty
Everybody
cool
thought
now
you were
that
Judd.
but I think JJ Cash would be cooler. Clear your
JJC.
JJ Cash and cookies. And Rebecca said Jen passed the salad. I want. We might need some of Brooke's salad. I got that guy redneck mouth. Wow, this is fun. I'm like, okay, I have got to go eat. I know you've got to eat. You ladies need to get some sleep. We've got work tomorrow, maybe. If Adobe doesn't open, you know what happened. She's still eating her beans.
And trying not to fart.
Oh my goodness, I don't do that. That reminds me of Brokeback
Ah,
Mountain. No more beans.
no more
No, wait.
beans.
Is there a movie? Oh, Mr. Bean. Were
Oh,
we
there you
doing
go.
movies
Yeah, we
with
dipped
beans?
off into movies.
Okay. Get this, my middle name is Cassie, so my nickname is CLIT. What?
No. Talk about filter. What? I don't get that. Cat.
Then Jessica said, "Damn it, I just spit my Sprite out of my nose." Becca said, "Jen, did you get a lot of smash talk?" Oh my gosh. Look, we're still trying to figure it out. Alexa thinks CLIT. So when Alexa links it to my phone, it says clit. Oh my god, Alexa has no filter. I remember when I think it was when I was in the training class was one of the classes, the um Alexa kept going off and saying stuff like thinking the teacher was talking to her. like one of the training classes at work, and I forget what was going on, but I'm like, we don't have Alexa. Like that thing is creepy. Like I feel like Siri sometimes will just start talking out of nowhere. Like, excuse me? I didn't get that. Did you ever have your phone do that? And I'm like, I'm not even talking to
Yes.
you. Like, I don't know what's going
Yes.
on. I was just trying to put the phone in my pocket. I love that you have that microphone in front of your face. It makes me feel like I'm on like a real show, like a live show.
Hello. It
Oh,
is a
we
real
are.
show. You are
Like I'm being
live with
interviewed.
people
Like
watching. It's
vegan
a
of the
show.
year, JJ is now live on interview.
All right. Are you guys ready for us to leave you now?
No, you guys have a choice.
No.
All right, so we're really gonna end it. Let's talk about tomorrow. At what time are you gonna do it? 7:30, 8 o'clock? What?
Yes, tomorrow at I think just gonna make it 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. That sounds good because that'll give us time to get done whatever we get done. I'll get off work at like
Takeover
6. Stay
Tuesday.
till 7.
Please come, all of you.
All right,
Guys
so
are
J
amazing.
and J Video Reacts. Like that channel so we can go on there, and then we're gonna
Yeah,
do
you have to
TikTok live
subscribe though.
maybe.
It's a subscriber only chat, so you have to subscribe. You have to subscribe in order to talk in the comment section.
Anybody can talk on my channel. I do not bully people. Oh, just kidding. I'm a subscriber, so I get to comment. I'm gonna come on and talk. What is tomorrow night's show though gonna be about? What is the
it's
show we do?
it's 90 Day Fiance. So it's
Does
gonna
that come
be
on?
happily ever after and the single life. We're gonna catch up on the two of them.
Big Ed, my favorite
Big
character.
head, little neck. Big head, no
All right.
neck.
I want to thank Janetta, Brooke. Janetta might have rolled out. I don't know. Was Kim here? Yep, I saw Kim chime in.
Kim
KT in
Turner.
the house. We got Rebecca, Jessica, Jen. You guys like have made this so entertaining. It like went on so many different tangents. We got some vegan stuff in. We got Jen said no neck Ed. Yes. You
No
gotta
neck
love
Ed.
it. I mean, like
With
it's
lesbian.
lesbian. Becca said good night. Thank you, ladies. I'm gonna go cook
Good
and I'm
night,
gonna put a
ladies.
picture on the Facebook, maybe even TikTok of my food because I am so hungry. If I even have time to take a picture of it, sometimes it's too tired. But it's
She's
been
a
really
wonderful
cool hanging
food
out with you
photographer.
guys.
It's been real, folks.
This is like better than a bar because now we don't have to drive.
Right, there you go.
We can just go right to our food.
We will catch you guys on the flip side. Everybody have a wonderful night.
All right. Thank you all. Vegan.